challenger has an opportunity to do something no one in AEW has done.
Finish him off! He's calling for it! This is it! This is it! Your career's on the line here! Do it! Do it! This place will erupt when he picks him up! He's got him up! Oh, hell yeah! 1, 2, 3! Thank you! Thank you! We've got a new heavyweight champion! Climb the ladder, kid! Make yourself famous! I just had an out-of-body experience! What did we just see? What did we just see? He got him a power slam! He got him a power slam! He got it! Simmons got it! Simmons has won the match! Simmons is a champion!
I've always maintained that reality is for people who can't face drugs.
Shit is about to get real.
You get to see your knee. Shit.
Look at the stare of the champion against the challenger. What?
And now, Straight Talk Society presents Wrestling with Reality.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
It's going to be the biggest battleground in the history of our sport. The biggest match in pro wrestling history. The two biggest superstars in our sport in the biggest event the sport has ever seen. The biggest match in the history of our sport. Trying to run a little scalded dog here. Enough is enough. That's enough. No! Oh, God, that's enough! Stop it! Man, listen. It's tougher than a $2 steak. Who is your daddy? Who's your daddy, Undertaker? Slam! Toe slam! Who's your daddy, Undertaker? Lucifer's lips on the biggest size in the WWE! Somebody stop this! Somebody stop the damn man! Enough's enough! What? The irresistible force meeting the immovable object.
It's getting real! Woo!
WWE Dynamite.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time. Let's rock.
I can't do it. We'll do it live.
So to escape from reality?
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
I am reality.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Oh, it's live, pal.
Let the slaughter begin! It is now time for Wrestling with
Reality.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Junior, look at this.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
number one to be the man, baby! You have to beat the man! Heavyweight champion of the world. The time is now. Reality has become the present, and the final lesson of the pain game has begun. Have you ever heard a joke like that in your life?
You are gonna wrestle my ass for the world title. You will have to kill me to keep me from
The 90s have been referred to as the reckoning with truth. In the 80s, everything was clouded. Nobody ever told the truth. In the 90s, the way to go is flat out. Tell no lies. That's the way we're gonna do it. When you hear something from our lips, truth it may be, and as much as it may hurt, you can count on it being exactly the way that it is.
We want the gold, sucker! Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga!
Oh, yeah, Hulk Hogan, we are coming for you. Wait a minute. I think there is an obstruction here. What's up, Straight Talk Society? This is your host, Trevor, and we are back with another episode of Wrestling with Reality. Episode 30. My goodness, we've done 30 of these already. I cannot believe that. And we are just getting started, and we do have a jammed pack metric F-ton show for you today, but I cannot and will not go it alone. Got my main man, the myth, the legend in the building, Venkat. What's up, Venkat?
What's going on, Trevor?
I can't call it. Wait a minute, something's going on now because I can't see my okay, let me move that. Why can't I see? I gotta take this name off. Hold on. How do I remove my name from up there?
Oh, that's when you first come in. You have, I don't know.
All right,
I don't. Not sure how you
there
take it off. Let's see, brand. I'm looking.
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Okay, because we do need to see the newest addition to the Straight Talk Society, the WWF Winged Eagle title. And if you did not catch my unboxing video last night, please make sure and check out the Straight Talk Society page, and it is under the Wrestling with Reality tab. You'll see that I did do an unboxing show last night about after 10 o'clock. And you'll get all the details in it. I'm very pleased with this piece of merchandise, I will say. So like I said, we got a man. We were talking earlier, and I'm like, man, I want to do these. I want to get back to doing some themed shows, but it's hard because every time you turn around, there's something else going on, like news wise. It's like consuming the shows on outside of just the regular news, the regular shows. It's like every time you turn around, there's something else going on consuming this show. So nevertheless,
yeah, and if there's no news, somebody will light themselves on fire.
Yeah.
It's just always something.
Man, I mean, even in the week that I thought it was slow, and I'm sitting here putting the final touches on the show, then all of a sudden, more news pops up, and I'm like, oh man, like I can't get away from this. But tonight we will be going over the Crown Jewel show that took place this past Saturday, and we will also be going over the top 10 men and women's lists of the PWI, top 250 for the women and top 500 for the men. So let's get to my favorite part of the show. As always, let's get into the ratings. All right. And so were you able to watch any wrestling this week?
I only see little pieces here and there. And I might have gotten certain things confused with other weeks because they don't have the straight show. It's just like chopped up segments.
All right, so let's start off with AEW Dynamite. So Wednesday night's episode of AEW Dynamite on TBS pulled in 832,000 viewers, which is up from the 774,000 that the show did last week. The show drew a 0.28 rating in the 18 to 49 key demo, which is up from the 0.24 from last week. So that's good. They went up a good amount. They went up like 40,000-50,000. So that's good. And we'll get into the show later on, which I didn't particularly think it was a good show, but we'll get into it nevertheless. SmackDown. Last Friday, SmackDown did a 2,119,000 viewers on Fox. This was up from the 1,145,000 viewers the show did a week ago on FS1. The show was on FS1 last week, so it of course the number's going to jump this high. So this is back to normal. SmackDown pulled in a 0.58 rating in the key demo, which is up from the 0.35 from the previous week. Again, it was on FS1 last week, a smaller channel. And it is to be noted that this week's SmackDown was a taped show. And boy, did it ever feel like one. So AEW Rampage from the same night. Oh, man, here we go with the abysmal numbers now. Pulled in 298,000 total viewers. They drew a 0.11 rating in the 18 to 49 demo. Last week the show did 319,000, so it went down like 21,000 viewers with a 0.09 rating in the 18 to 49 demo. So the rating in the demo was up, but the viewership was down in AEW Rampage. And Brandon Thurston goes on to note that this was the second lowest total viewership in the regular time slot in the history of the show. So it continuously just falls off of a cliff.
That's disappointing.
This number surprised the hell out of me. This one, and I missed this show, but looking at the lineup, I could see why it did it's bad, but I didn't think it was going to be this terrible. So Saturday night's episode of AEW Collision on TNT pulled in 366,000 viewers. So it only did like 60,000 more viewers than Rampage. And this number is down from the 472,000 viewers the week before. So now I know everybody's going to say, well, wait a minute, Trevor. Crown Jewel was Saturday. Yeah, but Crown Jewel took place at 1 o'clock. Dynamite came on. Collision came on at 8.
That's true. There was no excuse.
Yeah, so there was absolutely no there was no interference there. The show drew a 0.09 rating in the 18 to 49 demo, which is down from the 0.13. So this week's Collision drew a lower demo rating than Rampage did. Just let that set in. Just let that settle in your mind.
I bet you. I mean, look at these numbers. I don't mean to interrupt you, Trevor, but I got to say this. Look at these numbers here, especially with Rampage. And now you got Collision not too far from Rampage. If they would have gone Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or Thursday, it would be better than doing the Saturday thing and the Friday thing. I think they're better off losing the WWE, but still getting better numbers in this, because you don't even have the aspect of the channel surfers. So if you already know with WWE, they're getting whatever the hell they're getting on Monday nights. So they're not going to get that number and they're not going to beat WWE, but they'll do better than this, and I think if they were on the same time, there would be more of a likelihood of, because those 1.5 are mostly wrestling fans. Some people are just like curious and they're just in and out. But you don't have the benefit of people channel surfing. So I think just take the friggin' losses going head up against WWE. But I think it's better than doing this, being by yourself and on days that nobody's gonna watch. I think it's just a losing strategy.
Yeah, I agree. I don't disagree at all, man, because this is bad. They need to get rid of Rampage.
They don't need to lose TV. Maybe they need to think of another time or something. Maybe an afternoon an afternoon show or something on the weekend versus being, prime time or whatever. I don't know, but they got to rethink their strategy here.
So where do you catch Ring of Honor then? because they have Ring of Honor matches on AEW, but where do you actually get Ring of Honor?
I thought you had to pay for that. Like,
Oh, see,
I thought that's what you had to do.
I mean, come on. I mean, why wouldn't you just give Ring of Honor to Friday night? If you're gonna do anything, just give Ring of Honor Friday night.
That makes hell yeah. That would be great. So they would have no pressure, they just be what they are. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't do the match card on AEW Rampage. I was gonna run down the matches on there, but I mean, Ring of Honor got some talent on there. I would definitely put them on that Friday night slot. Monday Night Raw. So these numbers every week just continuously just baffle the hell out of me. This week's episode of Monday Night Raw drew 1.522 million viewers on the USA Network. This was up from the 1.39 million viewers the show did last week. So it went up, but it's still like at 1.5 million, which is a terrible number considering where we came from. The key 18 to 49 demo was a 0.47 rating, up from last week's 0.43. And again, like I just think these numbers are abysmal. This week's NXT, so here's another, like, these numbers are crazy week to week, and these shows don't have the World Series to go up against anymore because World Series is over. This number surprised the hell out of me. So last week's NXT did 674,000. That was night 2 of the Halloween Havoc show, where you had a main event of Dragunov and Camilo Hayes. This week, with no championship match and just a bunch of like reset matches, this week's episode of NXT drew 794,000 viewers. So this did almost as good as Dynamite. So this is, and I don't know what made the number go up, because they didn't have any main roster people on there outside of, I want to say, like Akira Tozawa, but whatever. This show did a 0.26 rating in the 18 to 49 key demo, up from last week's 0.20. And I'm just
hearing Triple H. I'm just hearing Triple H in my head when he said, "Oh, they beat our third rate show. Good for them." I just keep hearing that.
Yeah, man. Shout out to MD. MD says he's still working, so he'll be in the chat. And shout out to Ricardo. Ricardo Ricardo did mention Keela, and just so you guys know that we are still collecting donations for Keela. She will be laying her son to rest this Friday, so the Cash App is streaming down at the bottom. I'm gonna send you an email, Venkat, that somebody sent me not too long ago. When I tell you, and that's the reason I have subscribers only mode on the in the chat, just because you got to be a crazy person to sit here and listen to me for 20 minutes and then still come in here if you hate me so much. But I'm gonna send you an email that somebody sent me, just so you can see the ridiculousness that I had to deal with on a daily basis. So it's insane. I couldn't believe it, man. My mouth dropped when I saw this. So AEW Dynamite, real quick, I just want to run through this because I didn't think it was a great show. I thought this was a great match, though. You had Orange Cassidy versus Claudio Castagnoli. They did what they did. They had a real good match. It was set up with Claudio pinning him the week before, so he did get a title match. What is it? I forget what this belt is called, like the Mid-Atlantic belt or something like that. But either way,
there's an international, right?
Yeah. International, yeah. Orange Cassidy is really growing on me. I like his theme music. Like, it's just is weird. It's like that type of guy. It's just weird. I don't know. He is growing on me.
He's awesome, man. I've been liking him before he came to AEW.
And Claudio, Claudio is Claudio. Claudio is that dude, man. I hope one day he will be world champion. But they had a really good match. Really good TV match. We gonna land that at my sweet spot at 4. I gave that match a 4 because it was really good. It ended up with John Moxley coming back and beating the holy hell out of Orange Cassidy, like just beating the crap out of him. And we're not done talking about Moxley. We will talk about him later on in the show. In the next match, that was the buy one get one free show. Oh, that's the buy one get one free show in Louisville. So
I can't believe that.
Yeah, so
I can't believe that.
So the next match and note that I just thought about was Bullet Club Gold versus MJF and 3 partners of his choosing. So they have been what was the final gate? I don't know, MD. I had to look that up. This is the Bullet Club. This is the Bullet Club Gold versus MJF and 3 partners. So they've been running this thing. MJF is looking for partners. Samoa Joe wanted to be his partner, but in order for Samoa Joe to be his partner, he would have had to give Samoa Joe another title shot. So I get that, not wanting to pick Samoa Joe as his partner. He ended up being partners with the Acclaim. So this is where I say they make MJF look silly. So, and when we get to the Raw review, I'm going to say something that happened, and I'm just asking why Tony Khan didn't do the same thing. But they got MJF walking around the whole time looking for partners and not and doing the all shucks, I don't want to be your strange bedfellows type partner. I don't want to be your partner type gimmick. And it's just, I think they're just making their champion look silly, man. And the numbers show. If you're trying to keep this guy in 2024, you got to make this guy look as strong as he wants. I mean, as he's supposed to. And newsflash, I didn't have it on this week's news, but Drew McIntyre re-signed with WWE long term. So he's not even the one that you think are going to go there. And again, it just goes back to what I say, big fish, small pond, or these wrestlers see that AEW, was the place to go. But man, these guys can't leave wrestling in front of tens of thousands of people to come wrestle in front of 2,000 people. I mean, the arenas sound terrible, man. Like when they're singing Chris Jericho's song, it's so dead because it's just one little spot of fans singing the song, whereas it used to be the entire arena, man. I really hope they get it together, man. The match did end with Jay White pinning MJF. So again, you pin your champion. I'm never a fan of that.
Yeah, that's a crazy. Yeah. Those are wild decisions there, man. I don't know.
Bro, the more I think about it, like I always was like, man, AEW is different. They do things different, but they don't. They do the same thing. You got to beat your champion in order to get a title shot. Like they do the same stupid WWE tropes. And I'm like, man, y'all supposed to be different. It's exactly. It's mind-boggling that you would pin your champion on TV. Like that's crazy. And the whole gist of this match, MJF, they were gonna give MJF a belt shot, and one of the Acclaim guys stood in front of him and took the proverbial bullet.
Yep.
So
and then MJF said he's starting to become a fan.
Yeah. Then MJF gets caught with the blade, the switchblade or blade runner, whatever the hell they call it. And the whole thing of this night was for them to do the scissor me thing, which Billy Gunn was like, damn it, he took the bullet for you. Get your ass in there and you scissor him. And just the whole homoeroticness of this match just was turning me off the whole time, just because they were just going overkill with it. Like I don't know the Acclaim's name, but one of them was on his knees in front of MJF, hugging him around his ass. And I'm just like, man, bro, y'all just giving people room to just that's just go off on you. I'm like, yeah, y'all got people like me that already don't like it, but now you're like, let me just beat you over the head with it. Let me beat you over the head with it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. There's a lot of unfortunate decisions in wrestling today.
MJF is so great, man. And then So
especially coming from, you know, what happened with him and Kenny Omega.
Exactly.
And then you go to this.
Exactly. So hold on, because we got to do something. We got to do something because this man just gonna have to get his own.
At WrestleMania, I decided
let him talk.
Hey, let him speak.
Neil,
Get down there. Do as you're told.
you look very comfortable down there. Why don't you stay there for a while? But while you're down there, why don't, clean my boots? No. Not that way. Lick 'em.
So it's time already this early. Can't believe we're 28 minutes in and we already have the candidate. We might need to change this to the Tony Khan Award. We already have the candidate for the bootlicker of the week. So all week, this lame brain here has been teasing a huge announcement, monumental announcement, game-changing announcement. Like this is gonna set the wrestling world on fire. Tony Khan, you're gonna announce that AEW signing Mercedes Moné? Oh no, that's not it. Oh, Tony Khan, you're gonna announce the new TV deal? Oh no, that's not it. You guys got a streaming service? Nope, that's it. Y'all ready for his great big gigantic announcement? Tony Khan reveals AEW All In on sale date. During the show, Tony Khan appeared backstage with Nigel McGuinness to announce the following: that following the success of 2023's show, AEW All In will take place in Wembley Stadium on August 25th, 2024. And here's the big announcement: and tickets for the event will go on sale December 1st in plenty of time for the holidays. Wonk, wonk. That was the big announcement that he's been.
So he amped up everybody thinking something huge was going to happen. And it was just some run-of-the-mill announcement.
Bro, like when I tell y'all that this guy is destroying the company, everybody thinks I'm overreacting. I'm not. Look at him. Like this freaking guy, man. Oh my goodness.
Tony Khan is his own worst enemy. And, you know, he may really need to look into some kind of veteran, you know, mind of the business to kind of do what he does. And then he could like step back and maybe interject here and there, like, hey, you know, add this to it. But he needs probably somebody to oversee it. He needs like the Marvel universe for Disney. He needs like his own his own person to just, you know, look over this whole operation because it's too much for him right now.
Well, I'm glad you said that because
their own Kevin Feige.
I'm glad you said that he needs a veteran to come in and help him, because I mean that's a good idea. That's a fantastic idea. So let's see what Tony Khan decided to do. Oh, you can't get any better than this, right? Ric Flair is all elite. So let's listen to this. So this is according to ringsidenews.com. Ric Flair inked the deal with AEW, and that was a big surprise. it turns out that he went to WWE first. It was previously reported that Ric Flair's AEW deal resembles one Macho Man had inked with WCW in the mid-90s. Part of Flair's contract also includes an agreement with the Woo energy drink. Didn't know that was a thing, which is expected to cover a substantial portion, if not all, of Flair's contract. So just like Macho Man, the Slim Jim contract, the Slim Jim deal basically paid Macho Man's contract. Ric Flair's brand and the significant merchandising potential were identified as the primary reasons behind AEW's signing of the 16-time world champion. So let's not bring in a superstar that could move numbers and help our TV ratings. No, we want to sell more t-shirts, so we're going to bring in the dirtiest player in the game. It makes sense. This was a bit of a shock for a lot of people who were under the assumption that he was under a WWE contract. I never thought he was under contract with WWE. So this is from Dave Meltzer, the Wrestling Observer. So you take this as you want. The Wrestling Observer newsletter noted that Ric Flair actually went to WWE first. They could not ink a deal with his energy drink because they already have an energy drink sponsorship with C4. So naturally, Nature Boy took the deal to AEW. So again, AEW was sloppy seconds in this because he wanted WWE to actually do the deal with the energy drink, but because they had C4, they couldn't do it because it'd be a conflict of interest. But we get Ric Flair in AEW, and there are reports that he's gonna take bumps also.
He should not be taking any kind of bump. He already took enough. He shouldn't go nowhere near the ring. He was on the Breakfast Club last week talking about this, also talking about his marijuana business and, trying to, parlay that there. And I guess he's going to do some advertisements with AEW there with that as well. But Flair, he was. They were. I think Charlemagne or one of them asked about going in the ring, but he said he would like to, but they wouldn't let him do it. I guess so. But nobody needs to see his ass in there.
You see,
t-shirt wearing Ric Flair. We don't need to see him in the ring with a t-shirt.
Yeah, you see what MD saying? The AEW fan base cares nothing about Flair. Khan is digging a even deeper hole. If Flair going to dive through tables? Man, listen. So y'all thought I was going crazy about Sting. At least Sting is in decent physical shape. If I see Ric Flair take a table bump, I'm not watching AEW no more. I'm not. I'm telling you, I'm not.
There's no way he should be in the ring. I mean, the last match. Now, Flair wrote that off as, he was trying to not drink and just be all aware of, be in the moment without any kind of drugs or booze or whatever in his system. But what he did, the mistake he did was he did not hydrate properly, so he was dehydrated. That's why what happened in that match happened. I don't think so. I think it's way more than the dehydration. I think
he's almost 80.
Exactly. What a pacemaker. What a pacemaker. This is absurd to even think Ric Flair.
Who signs off on that?
It's a misguided person. That's oh my God.
Think about that. Bray Wyatt had to get, a thing to help him with his heart before he passed. And that was a big thing why they wasn't gonna let him back in the ring until that got taken care of. This guy is 80 years old, damn near, with a pacemaker, taking bumps in the who does that?
Right. Yeah, that's just silly as hell. I see this more as maybe Ric Flair has somewhat of a presence in the back or whatever, and he's just using the airtime of the shows on AEW to run commercials for his outside business. I don't think he could be anything else more than that. I don't even think he should be a manager. That's how much of a bad shape he's in.
Where's Arn Anderson? Speaking of a manager, I see Arn Anderson's son doesn't work for them anymore. But do you think Ric Flair has anything to offer the new talent? I mean, he's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So this may come off like a crazy question, but do you think that they'll listen to him first of all?
No, I don't think so. I don't. Only a specific type of wrestler from today would do that, right? It would be like the Seth Rollins type, like those guys that are new but not too new, and grew up religiously watching. Like Cena was watching wrestling. Some of these wrestlers of today, wrestling wasn't their first passion. They probably were into other sports, or they're using wrestling as a means to get fame. So they go that route to then hopefully get into movies or shows or whatever. That's why I have all that script stuff going on and whatnot. But I don't see some of these younger people, because I mean it happens. It's happening in basketball. It's happening in all genres of everything, where like people that you identify as this great talent or personality, and you're like, there's no way they could ever minimize their impact. And you'll see people talking bad about great basketball players, and you're like, what the hell? I mean, just because it didn't happen in your time doesn't mean it wasn't great. But it happens. People, because it's not what they're aware of or that they've been seeing, they just dismiss it as irrelevant. And Flair might be looked at as an irrelevant person right now.
Yeah, you see MD saying Flair's never been a locker room leader. Flair looks out for Flair. This is a horrible idea. So the whole energy drink thing, I get it. You need a place to pedal it, fine. But if he gets in the ring, man, if he gets in the ring, the athletic board should have to come down and say something, because this would be ridiculous. All right, so let's go real quickly into SmackDown. And SmackDown, I only got two points from SmackDown. SmackDown was a tape show. There's only two things I want to show on this past SmackDown show, because like I said, it was a tape show, literally leading into Crown Jewel. So nothing advanced anything outside of these two moments, that I do want to show. So you had, what did I do? So you had you had Roman Reigns and LA Knight have a confrontation, and Roman Reigns hits him with the line of the night. The only thing you've done is got them to chant your name and a cosplay redneck version of my cousin. My goodness, bro. Hey. When he said that, I was just like, oh God. But that wouldn't be the worst one of the night. Oh my God.
That's when wrestling gets a little too real.
That wouldn't be the worst one of the night, because boy, did the golden shovel have one for Solo. So this interests me. This is one thing that happened in the show that interests me. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits were backstage, and B-Fab walked up to them and asked Bobby Lashley to talk to him. So shout out to the queen of the Straight Talk Society. We've always been under the impression that maybe Bianca Belair was going to be the one to join them, but it looks like they're keeping her a babyface. So it's interesting that B-Fab is the one who's now saying, hey, Bobby, I need to talk to you. I think this would be good to have B-Fab and Ashanti the Adonis join. First of all, because Ashanti is a hell of a wrestler and he's not doing anything. And secondly, I think if this group had a female manager, that it would make them come off a little bit more badass than what they already are.
No, of course. But they don't have a name yet, right?
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know what they call them. I don't know.
That's disappointing.
But they're so it's good to see that they are fleshing this out some. B-Fab, I hope that she does join and they kind of change her look a little bit, make her look a little bit more, I don't want to say classy, dress her up a little bit more. Yeah, just make her look, like she could come up, dress her up like Jade, so she could still give the sex appeal, but get her out of the Timbs, get her out of the cut off shorts.
Don't make her look like a hood rat.
Yeah, exactly. So you said it, not me. Get for the love of God, get those blonde extensions out of her hair. Oh Jesus, just that'll win you Booker of the Year just doing that, because you know how I feel about black women with blonde hair. I hate it. but
It's
nevertheless,
horrible. It's such a slap in the face.
yeah.
I
Me
mean,
and
you
you,
gotta
me and you
stand up
agreeing
and
too
be who
much.
you really are, man. You can't be emulating these crack or whatever.
Me and you agreeing too much. Venkat, I hate it with a passion. I had people tell me that I'm overdoing it, I'm overreacting, I'm looking too far into it. I'm like, bro, the fact that y'all would sit here and want to look like your oppressor and you think that I'm wrong is just insane to me.
No, you're not wrong at all. It sends us a heavy message, and it's not a good one.
So I hope she shows up on SmackDown with a nice head of black braids tied up in a bun or something. Almost, you know what would be good? The way they're dressed up if she ran an Alexandra York gimmick. You remember
Oh yeah,
back in
yeah. When she had
WCW?
Terrence Taylor and
Yeah.
and
And
Bobby Eaton was a part of
Robert
it too.
Eaton with the business suits and everything like that.
Yeah,
Oh, that was
using the computer
that
to
was
estimate
fantastic.
how they're gonna win the match and stuff.
Yeah, right. Hey, you wrestling needs to just it could be so simple. It's just so simple. You don't need a whole bunch of crap. It's so simple. But yeah, I'm interested in seeing what this is going to turn out to. So in the second burn of the night, John Cena comes out talking like he's hoarse, saying that Solo hitting him with the spike took his voice. So if Solo hitting him with that
Trevor,
one,
you see that comment in the chat?
where is it? Trevor. Oh, see.
Trevor is a I'm not gonna put it up.
You see what they do? So this is probably the guy that sent me the email that I was telling you about.
With the really?
No.
Bantam?
Get that out of here. Get that out of here.
All right.
Yeah, get that out. Yeah, you can say what you want. You can.
Oh
no, not MD.
I just. Oh wait. God. Hold on. I accidentally banned MD. I guess. Oh Lord, let me get MD out of there. Oh shoot.
Oh man, you got MD out of there.
Oh Lord. My bad, MD. I'm working on it. Keep going, Trevor.
Yeah, so in the line of the night, like just the evisceration. John Cena comes out and tells Solo Sikoa, "You are nothing but a bargain basement Taz ripoff." So I get some people will be like, "Ooh," but I am so tired of John Cena running down the young talent. Like the way he ran down Austin Theory. I was about to say Austin Aries. The way he ran down Austin Theory, it's like I am so tired of this. To tell this guy that you're a bargain basement Taz ripoff when him and Taz are nothing alike. If anything, you'd say he was an Umaga ripoff, if anything, but not Taz. Like I'm so over John Cena and his burying of the younger talent. Hopefully he'll, I think Venkat, you there, Venkat?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm still trying to work on MD. I don't know how to get it.
I think I have to do it. Let me see. Yeah, see, they won't let you do this stuff from StreamYard, which is weird. Let me
Yeah, I know what happened when I was touching that name to ban him. When the new comments come up on the feed?
Yeah.
It pushed it up and then MD name came up when I was hitting the screen.
Hold on. Let me. Yeah, these guys like legit made a fake name to say that I'm on welfare. Hey, listen, I said it before. If we could get a little government assistance, I would be happy. Okay, MD on the panel. Yeah, MD, man, you got blocked by accident, man.
Yeah, man. I got shot. Friendly fire. Damn, man, cat.
Sorry, MD. It was an accident.
I gotta do it. I gotta do it from my screen. I gotta do it from my screen. But bro, I'm gonna send y'all the email that he sent me just so y'all can see. Because I know that's who this is. He sent me an email like 20 minutes before I came on the show, And when I read it, I'm just like, man, this. I mean, like, bro, y'all life had to be so terrible.
Hey,
man.
hey, Trevor, you see in the guest spot the bad guy.
Yeah,
who's that?
That's me.
There's like 3 of them in there.
Oh, 3 of them? No,
there's like 3 of them in there.
No, it's only supposed to be. Because my presentation is up. I have 2 presentation screens up.
Okay.
No, I put the bad guy on my thing because I knew that these guys are going to come in here.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to play with them for a while, but I knew. I got.
I'm gonna mute out. I'm gonna mute out because it's real loud where I'm at. If I drop off, I'll just jump back in the comments. I just want to let you know that.
I gotta try to get you Nini, if you listening, go log into my thing from your browser and unblock MD, because that's what happened when you ban them, it blocks them. So log into there from my browser and unblock them. That's be the easiest way to do it. Because if I do it from here, if I do it from here, I'm a bump my own self off. So what do you think about this line from John Cena though? You're nothing but a bargain basement Taz ripoff. Like I don't like it, man. I'm tired of it.
No, because not only is it just horrible to do that, like you put him over. I mean, you're gonna put him over in the coming event. Why do that? Why? I don't know. But the other thing is, what's wrong with Taz? Taz, that's like a double whammy insult.
Yeah,
it's like what is he thinking? I don't get it.
I think Taz had a comment for it. I need to go look and see what he said. But oh yeah, Nini, I didn't know. I got a bunch of things. I'm like you. I got a bunch of tabs going on up here. So yeah, Nini says she's working on it. So yeah, that was only 3 things from SmackDown that I thought was of any interest. Everything else was just filler, just trying to get you to the show. So Monday Night Raw again. I really like what Triple H is doing to Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw was another enjoyable show for me. What happens, I could see that he's making a conscious effort to get the younger people, the talent that they've been hiding in the back for 6 months to a year, on the show. So that is that's really good.
So Trevor, so you're saying you like the Monday Night the Monday Night Raw that you're seeing lately.
Yes.
So would you compare it to SmackDown? Would you say SmackDown is still better?
I'd say SmackDown is better because it's a 2-hour show and it's like everything matters. Raw is still 3 hours, so they do a lot of filler, which I don't understand why you need to do filler when you got such a big roster.
Right. That would be opportunities to showcase somebody in the ring.
Exactly.
That we're missing.
But on the whole, Raw is getting much more enjoyable. It's just that it's just too long. And then after we do a Man Talk Monday show, then I got to go out there and watch it. It's over after 11, and it's crazy. So the show opens up. Actually, the show opened up. I didn't see the beginning, but Drew McIntyre just shows up. Drew Galloway McIntyre. He just shows up. And he doesn't even say anything. He just leaves. He doesn't say anything. Shows up outside. So he drove to the arena. Jackie Redmond's out there to interview him, and he just walks away. But it is reported that he did sign a new multi-year contract. So I think now it's
official.
Yeah, from what I saw today, I just want to confirm it. I'm waiting for John. I'm talking about John. I'm waiting for Sean Ross Sapp to say something. Once Sean Ross Sapp says something, then I'll be like, all right, it's 100% official. I haven't seen it pop up on Fightful Select yet. So Seth Rollins comes out and he's talking. He's like, oh yeah, Sami Zayn basically protected me from getting cashed in on. So I went to Adam Pearce and asked for Sami Zayn to get a championship match. So I'm like, oh crap, they're gonna do this at Survivor Series. No,
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, they're doing it tonight. Well, we'll see why they're not doing it at Survivor Series later, but they're doing it tonight. So I like this segment. The only thing I didn't like is that Sammy played too much of the white meat baby face, where he was like, oh, I don't want I don't want to fight you when I know you're vulnerable because I don't want to win the championship
Right.
being vulnerable. And listen, let me tell you something. You win the damn belt whichever way you could win the belt. And just give them a rematch, if anything. So that's the one thing I didn't care
it's like when Donald Trump took over the economy, took over Obama's economy and just took full credit for it. I mean, you got to win the belt the way you have to win the belt, man.
You win that damn belt, however.
There you go. You just take credit for things you ain't even done.
So that was my one. That was the only thing I didn't like about the promo. But Sammy agreed to have a match tonight, and they literally did it because they wanted to pop a rating, which you see the rating went up a couple 100,000. So
did you see that coming? Like him helping Seth Rollins, that Seth Rollins would turn around and ask. I mean, tell him you get a title shot anytime you want it.
No, I didn't. I thought they was going to run Seth and Drew back.
No, okay.
I really thought that they were going to run Seth and Drew back, but it looks like they're going to write Drew off for a while, and he doesn't come back till next year, which is fine. I mean,
give them a chance to rest up.
Yeah, these guys need breaks. You know what I mean? So I don't have a problem with that. And then at the end of the night, we see what Seth is going to be doing at Survivor Series, but. So here's another really good match. You had DIY taking on.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you like the Sami Zayn match with Seth Rollins?
Yeah, I was gonna get to that at the end. But
okay. Oh, go ahead.
DIY versus the Creed brothers. I like what they did because normally teams just show up on there and you're like, oh yeah, we got them on Raw. They showed the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile in the back with Adam Pearce signing their Raw contract. Easy, just make it make sense. Signing their contract, and now they're like, okay, DIY comes in. They're like, hey, y'all new here? Let's go. Let's have it. You had DIY versus the Creeds. Fantastic match. If it was on the pay-per-view, it would have had a chance to be a excellent match. You know what I mean? But the commercials and everything like that, and then they only give you a certain amount of time. But I do give this match a 4 just because it was really good. I could have done without the Imperium interfering in the finish, only because I'll give them a pass only because I know that the Imperium DIY thing isn't over, so that's why they did it. But it looks to me like Triple H is finally like, all right, we need to start putting some stock on this tag team division. And the Creed brothers are good. Like they need to do. They need to work in front of like some house shows. They need to work in front of house shows to really get out there and learn the style and everything. But I really think the Creed brothers are the shot that this tag team division needed with DIY. So, it was, I didn't care to see DIY lose, but, whatever. But it's just to further the story with them and Imperium. So I get that match a 4. Where did we go next? So this was another good one. Oh man, you had your big beefy son of a bitch match. Well, at least you had half of it. You had a fatal 4-way to see who was going to face Gunther for the United States. I mean, for the Intercontinental Championship at Survivor Series. So you had the Miz, Ricochet, Bronson Reed, and Ivar. So Ivar goes up to hit a moonsault. Bronson Reed goes to hit his tsunami splash. They timed it. They tried to time it so to be done at the same time. They got close enough. These two big 400-pound guys. So they got close enough. They did mess the finish up though, because Ricochet, Ivar did the moonsault on Ricochet. Bronson Reed did the splash on Miz, but he missed. And then Miz rolled him up for the pin, and Ivar was supposed to pin Ricochet. So it was supposed to be a double pin. But for some reason, Ricochet kicked out at the end. So you could tell that it was messed up, because even when you look at the ring announcers, they're like, well, damn. Even then, Michael Cole, you listening like, damn, it was supposed to go this way. But so next week they're going to have Miz versus Ivar to see who faces Gunther, which, I mean, I don't know why, because Miz got the clean pin. Miz is the one who got the pin. Ricochet got his arm up. But
Why is Miz even in this match? He's lost all year long.
But they turned him babyface last week, which I don't want to see no. I don't want to see no babyface Miz because
I saw that. I didn't mind that.
Like an idiot in that too.
Yeah, but I didn't mind that. It was one of the first times all year that he didn't get disrespected. But I'm just saying though, man, like guys need to work it up. You shouldn't be like a finalist for a shot at a Intercontinental title or any title if you've been losing all this time. But
I'd like to see when the last time he won a match.
What's
his win-loss record
here? Yeah, it's a storyline though. You got, like I they trying to chalk it up with tenure of having the title. So I get it, but it's just the appeal of the Miz, I guess. I like the Miz personally, but
I know I like Miz. First ballot Hall of Fame.
I'm not hating on Miz. I'm not hating on Miz, but I'm just saying it's just kind of odd. As soon as I see him in anything, I automatically think he's gonna lose. Because I've been conditioned and trained to see him lose.
And just a side note on Gunther is having some issues where he can't leave the country for 6 months. That's why he wasn't in Saudi Arabia. So
oh my God, Gunther didn't rob the bank.
There's some visa there's some visa issues, I guess, where he can't leave the country for 6 months. So that's what's going on with that. But I thought this match was really good outside of the botch finish. The finish was terribly done, and the fact that they still tried to play it off like we didn't just see what we saw, I had to get us a 3. Had that finish not been messed up, then it would have been a 4. But yeah, they clearly tried to pull a wool over our eyes with that. I didn't like that. So that gets a mid-card rating. All right, so then you did have Seth Rollins. You had Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn. Really good match. I give that match just a 4, just on the strength of it. Fantastic match, but it all set up for the end. At the end of the match, Seth Rollins did win. They did the good sportsmanship handshake at the end. Sami Zayn's walking up the ramp backwards, so you knew something was going to happen. Judgment Day comes out and obliterates him. I'm not taking no hits from the back like that without being able to protect myself because I don't know. And he goes tumbling. They're ganging up on him. Seth Rollins comes to help him. And then you just hear Jey Uso, which Jey Uso kills me because when he's coming to save somebody, he's still going to do his Uso bop. He going to soak in that he going to soak in that crowd reaction, and they pop loud for him. And then Judgment Day and the big head guy, oh God, what is his name? What's that guy's name?
JD McDonough?
Yeah, McDonough. Yeah, McDonough.
He's been auditioning for the Judgment Day for months now. What the hell's going on here? Is he in or not?
He needs to be in. Peace, Narabon. He needs so they're ganging up on the 3. Next thing you know, Cody comes in. Cody evens up the score. They're going at it. Adam Pearce runs out. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm taking the week of the 20th off just from doing shows just because it's the week of Thanksgiving. I don't feel like doing anything. But this segment hyped me up to preview Survivor Series. I didn't realize Survivor Series was that following. Is Survivor Series that following week or that weekend? I gotta see.
No, it's like Thanksgiving is the Thursday and Survivor Series is the Saturday.
Oh, so it is that. Okay, so it's Thanksgiving week. Okay, damn. Okay. So they do. So this hyped me up, man. So Adam Pearce comes out there and he's like, "Hey, y'all gonna give me a Grammy for this? Y'all gonna give me an Oscar for this performance?" He got in the ring and he was like, full of piss and vinegar, like, "I'm tired of this. You guys are out of control." He dropped game like 100 times. He's like, "You guys keep wanting to play games. All you want to do is play games. You keep getting on my nerves, and you keep doing this, and you keep doing this. If you want to do it, we're going to do it. War game." Oh, man, the crowd just went, hey, Adam Pearce, he did it with that one, man. He did. Hey, look at them eyes, man. He did it with that one. He took
Nothing beats Regal.
bro. He took the glasses off and he did the tie. Hey, and then but the thing that killed it for me, you got Cody just cheesing. I'm like, man, listen, you should have sold it like McDonough. McDonough had that scared look on his face. You got Cody over there just laughing. I'm wondering if Cody gonna bring his blade and say that something accidentally happened. Shout out to Bones. Yeah, Regal can't be on camera. I think he has like another couple of months before he can come back on camera. But Pierce, I thought Pierce did a great job announcing War Games, and we do now have our War Games match. You will have Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins, main event Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes versus the Judgment Day, but there are rumors that they're going to add a fifth. Is this where we see Randy Orton?
Oh,
is this where we see Drew McIntyre come to join the Judgment Day? I don't know if I like the idea of Drew being with Judgment Day.
No, well, I mean, if he's going to join them, he might as well be their leader. He should lead Judgment Day, but
I like to see him stand on his own, man. I don't know, man.
I don't know. Think about it from his perspective. He was going after the world title against Roman. The bloodline got on him, you know. If he had backup, that wouldn't be a thing for him.
Well, but Roman, so the bloodline and Judgment Day made a truce on SmackDown. Do you think Solo gets added in this match?
He has to be. He has to be.
Yeah, because there would be I think that he's in Orton or Punk. I think we see Solo before we see Drew. I think they wrote Drew off. We won't see Drew back until Royal Rumble, which he needs a break anyway. Go get a refresher or something. All right, so here's big news. I was doing the show last night, and this news came across my thing, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And then Venkat sent me part 2 of this story today, but I was looking at it. So this is crazy. Like the CW network to become the exclusive broadcast home to NXT.
Instantly CW upgraded.
Yeah. So this comes from WWE corporate. November 7, 2023, the CW network will become the official broadcast home to WWE NXT in October. So 1 year from now. So it's a 5-year agreement, and it marks the first time in its 13-year history. God, 13 years. That NXT, which showcases WWE's hottest up-and-coming talent, will air on broadcast television. This is a game changer for NXT. So they go on to say, okay, so this is from Fightful Select. I don't want to read too much of WWE's fluff. So this comes from Fightful Select. So NXT will be moving to the CW in October 24. NXT was a major domino to fall in the rights fee updates, as now NXT and SmackDown are nailed down. So we know SmackDown is going to the USA Network. NXT is now going to the CW. So you get NXT on a channel that's in 95% of the homes in the country. That is great. We're told the deal has been discussed for months now. So now this is okay. This is the part that made my eye jump, because I wasn't even going to put this in here until I read this line. We're told the deal has been discussed for months now, well before the rumors of NWA and CW started. So, because everybody's going to say, oh, WWE snuck in and took it from out of them. But according to this, they've been talking to them before the NWA rumors. But we got more on that. Let's just take this.
So maybe that's why NWA had a shot, because maybe WWE wasn't going to go with CW. And then, CW's like, well, it'd be a good thing to have a wrestling show. Let's try another league. Could be. That's why they were in contention.
Yeah, I ain't got no disagreement with that. So We're told that the deal has been discussed for months. WWE side of things said that they felt that things moved very quickly, with one source saying that they were very satisfied with the deal. This was a product they were not receiving rights fees for just 5 years ago and have increased revenue. Okay, so they're saying NXT wasn't receiving rights fees 5 years ago. That's when they got the deal with USA. And have increased revenue by millions for something that they were already producing. The deal was particularly appealing to WWE because they get a significant rights fee increase, and now they're on a basic network that widens a possible audience base, which is great. On the TKO earnings call, they noted a 70% increase on the rights fee. I don't think it's that damn much. 70%? But WWE sources say that when you factor in the things they do and all that included, they see it more as like a 200% increase. Oh, get out of here. As of now, Fightful does not.
WWE is always going to inflate everything.
Yeah, but
we already know that.
70%, that's a lot.
That's Donald Trump style. They're going to do it.
Fightful does not have the exact numbers. The claim from Deadline was that it was double the 15 million price tag. So 30 million for NXT. I mean, that sounds low, but whatever they were getting for NXT, I mean, it's something they produce for free anyway. As of now, the plan is for NXT to remain on Tuesdays. However, there will be more conversation between CW and WWE in 2024 as the start date gets closer. So this was from Fightful. Also, talent that we spoke to from the NWA were surprised by this news, with one saying that they were blindsided by it. That was the word that NWA was working on. That NWA was working on a deal with CW, but sources within WWE did not expect this to happen at this point. You think they ain't gonna be able to pay them and you? Beyond that, one of the shows NWA was said to be pushing was a reality series of some sort. It's worth noting PW Insider reported this afternoon that negotiations between WWE and CW were ongoing. So speaking of that, yeah, Neurobomb, I agree. NXT has been hitting on all cylinders lately. If y'all not watching NXT is getting back to old school NXT. Like, it is Shawn Michaels doing a lot of good down there with those guys. So a controversial segment puts early pressure on NWA CW network partnership. So this comes from Wrestling News Source. The NWA has reportedly entered into a television agreement with the CW network. Although the official word from NWA president Billy Corgan is still pending, he was supposed to do a live stream like a few weeks ago on October, finalizing the deal. He never did. There's already speculation about the longevity and nature of the partnership. Sources close to House of Wrestling have reported potential friction between the NWA and the CW. A focal point of this tension is a segment from the NWA's latest Sam Hain pay-per-view. The scene in question showcases Father James Mitchell alongside several women, with an explicit portrayal of Mitchell seemingly consuming a white substance, insinuating illicit drug use.
It's Great American Bash 86 all over again.
It's crazy, man. Inside sources have shared that this particular segment did not sit well with certain CW network top tier personnel. These individuals are advocating for NWA content to be restricted to the CW digital app, diverging from the initial plan to air it on main television channel. In the light of this segment, it was reported that CW executives who initially claimed they would not screen pay-per-view events were mainly focused on the TV content provided by the NWA. Further fueling this contention, a significant negative response on social media platforms directed at the CW network after the airing of the Sam Hain event. Insiders now presume that there's a high likelihood pegged at around 90% of NWA content being exclusively available on the CW app, sidelining TV broadcast. So, okay. Could this be a thing of Billy Corgan put the cart before the horse and like, oh yeah, we're going to CW. We're going to CW. When all the while it was a streaming deal.
Well, that would be embarrassing as hell. Because that's nothing to really talk about.
But I'm saying you don't think about it. Okay, if they were already in talks, it was like 2 weeks ago on the show we talked about that. And we talked about it on Wednesday. That following Tuesday, he was supposed to do the live stream to confirm it. He never did. So could it have been that they put that story out there to try to get interest, and it was always supposed to go to the app?
It could be. Yeah, it could be. His desperate attempt to try to make something happen. It could be. Yeah, by the way, they picked the perfect person to go snorting.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna believe somebody in that roster snorting, it's gonna be that guy.
Or their champion. Ain't EC3 still the champion?
Or the champion.
Nerbon said, will Billy Corgan do a massive tours of Smashing Punk? He can't get CM Punk. He can't. Yeah, if he gets CM Punk, he'd bankrupt the company with whatever money they probably don't already have. So yeah, there's no way. No way. All right, so let's get into it now. Man, we're making fairly decent time. Okay. All right, we're gonna run through this list. The PWI top 250. So the PWI Pro Wrestling Illustrated does a top 250 for the women and a top 500 for the men. So let's go through this top 10 of the women. And y'all want to add anything about them, y'all go ahead, but I don't, I ain't got much until we get into the tops. So number 10, Jordan Grace from Impact. Man, she looks awful. That's my addition.
That's a man.
No, that man, she mutated, man.
That's a man.
What is that?
She looked so much better when she was big.
Is that Nyla? What they call Nyla Rose?
No, that's Jordan Grace. She's married to Jonathan Gresham.
Well, you missed a joke there. Because I was saying she looked like a man. So
okay, I got you. But yeah, man, she screwed her body, man. She looked way better when she was fat.
Yeah, I don't know why any woman would think that this looks good. But all right, whatever. Number 10 on the list, Camille. So now Camille, is this the Camille that was Nick Aldis's manager in NWA? I'm almost certain that that's who this is. This is the NWA Women's Champion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So she transitioned to the ring. That's good. So they have her as the number 9 top ranked wrestler. Yeah.
That's kind of crazy that she would be number 9.
When you think
about AEW women and WWE's women.
When we get through this list, you're gonna see all the glaring omissions. Just keep a mental note of all these omissions.
Huh?
Why does that look crazy? You saying her being in the number 9 spot look crazy?
That does look crazy. I mean,
work rate is work rate. I mean, what are we basing it on?
Is she any good, MD?
Yeah, I mean, I seen a couple Camille matches. When they had that last Cornette Cup. Yeah, I mean, she okay, but
so
I mean, I'm not gonna say enough to say me personally. Do I think she's in the number 9? But I was just asking.
I'm just saying. It seems like this person is fairly new in the business, in the industry as a wrestler.
No, she's been around for a while.
So wrestling, I'm not talking about being a side manager or talking on the mic. I'm talking about actually in ring, blood, sweat, and tears. Has she been doing that for like 5 years?
You asking the wrong person here.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't think this is one of those people.
We basing it on tenure then.
Not tenure, but experience, being in wars in that ring. I don't think she's one. I mean, I don't know.
Well, Nurbaum is saying that she's great. You need to see her. She'd be a champion in AEW or WWE.
Yeah, I mean, we have these things every year, Van Cat. I mean, I can't base it off of experience. You know what I mean?
Okay. So number 8.
Now that's crazy.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, MD. Because I was about to say this is where this list is going to start going off the damn rails for me. Number 8 is Willow Nightingale, which y'all know I like Willow Nightingale, but I don't think Willow Nightingale. I've been watching her for about 3 or 4 months. I don't think she needs to be on anybody's top 10 wrestling women's list at all.
I mean, on the top 10 for what wrestling women, at least 5 or 6 of them have to come out of WWE.
We don't know. We'll see. But yeah, but I don't think Willow Nightingale deserves to be on here at all. I mean, maybe top 25, 30, but not top 10. Where am I? Number 7, Deonna Purrazzo. I think she's a little bit low. Deonna Purrazzo, TNA women's champ. Well, no, she's not the Impact women's champion anymore, but Deonna Purrazzo was in NXT, went over to Impact and made a name for herself. Not for nothing, I think she has a couple of months left on her contract, so she'll probably be coming back to WWE real soon if Triple H has his way. Any issue with Deonna being at number 7?
You said that she's down too low on the list, Trevor?
Yeah. I think she's
Deonna Purrazzo was at the tippity top of TNA for a long time.
So you agree then?
I'm saying, like, hell, I might even put a top 5.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
At 5, yeah.
Number 7 is too low for her.
What do you mean too high?
No, she's number 7. That's too low. She needs to be like top 5.
Oh, okay. What I would say too high, but I get what you're saying. Yeah,
wait a minute.
But just because you're a women's champion in an organization that's a smaller organization, does that mean
work rate?
Oh, no, wait a minute, Van Cat. I know you ain't using my talking point.
No. Let me finish. I'm just saying, yes, there's work rate, but when you're in a smaller organization, you got to work with somebody. And who is she working with that elevates her? It's not the fact that you're champion.
Deonna Purrazzo was wrestling all over the world.
Okay, just saying.
MD, what number would you put her though? Because I think
I will put at 5. I will put at 5.
Okay, because I'm saying she too low. Yeah. Her rating is too low. You like?
Okay, you say rating. Okay, I see what you're saying. I was saying that she's too high up in the ranking.
But if she's number 5,
top 5. But we saying the same thing, Trevor.
Okay, so you're saying when you say high, you mean closer to 10. So
yeah.
Okay. So you say I get what you're saying.
We're saying the same thing.
All right, so number 6, Athena. All right, so I know Athena's a good worker, but in Athena, you don't see her on TV. So how would you know if you didn't already know? I think this a bad woman here, though.
Well, based off what Venkat's saying, if you ain't on a top show, you don't deserve to be in the top.
That's not what I'm saying, MD. I'm not saying that, but I am saying there's a combination of things to consider. It's not just where you're at, who you're wrestling. It's also like other things, like your personality, your work skill, your work rate. Even I would dare say your popularity. There's like a whole bunch of factors that go into. It's not like football or basketball where your jump shot, your field goal percentage, your rushes, your whatever can get you up there. It's not the same thing because wrestling is a predetermined sport.
Well, consider this though, Vancat. Consider this.
Go ahead.
Athena is on Ring of Honor. Samoa Joe is on Ring of Honor. Samoa Joe gets matches on Dynamite, whereas Athena, for the most part, is exclusive to Ring of Honor. I would argue that Athena is the top star on Ring of Honor. Would you agree with that? Based on what we've seen sparingly on Ring of Honor.
Right.
She got a whole gimmick going on with the minion thing. She's the top person in Ring of Honor right now. And her work rate is awesome. She deserves, in my opinion, I'll take it right here at 6. I like 6. I would take that.
Yeah, she's awesome, man. She's awesome.
So she going to WWE. She's going to give them a run for their money.
Well,
I'm asking.
She was in WWE.
No, I'm just saying right now because we're rating her for what she is at right now.
You wouldn't like her because she's only 4'11".
Oh my God! So we got another one of them.
Yeah, so she stood next to Charlotte. You'll be like,
exactly. That's a problem. I got a problem with that.
I mean, but no, she be knocking the hell out of them broads. So number 5 is Tom Nakano. I'm not going to act like I know who this is because I do not know who this is, but she is from Stardom. The women's organization over in the Orient. Did I say that right? I didn't want to say Chinese, and then you tell me, oh no, it's Japan.
That belt makes WWE titles look awesome.
Racist as hell.
So Tom Nakano is at the number 5 spot. I'm hoping y'all taking mental notes of who we not seeing on this list.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of people that's not in this list.
Because now we're in the top 5.
That's what I'm saying. So everybody got to be WWE.
So number 4, this is bull crap. Jamie Hayter.
Why do you say that? Well, take into consideration now the way we talked about this last year. Remember the way that the PWI works, it goes from a certain set date to a certain set date. In between that date, Jamie Hayter was on top in AEW. She was on top.
Saraya was on top. Saraya was on top too.
No. Remember, the PWI, the way the top 250 and the top 500 work, is between a certain date. When these lists were set, Saraya wasn't champion. You see what I'm saying?
I want to show y'all. I want to show y'all something real quick. They just do not stop. I just want to show y'all something real quick. Look at this email I just got. I'm gonna show it on the screen because I don't give a damn.
Get off welfare.
Yeah, you see that? So and he does his name Trevor the Apostate. Y'all got to understand, all this hate towards me is religious hate. I just want y'all to understand this, that these are religious people that's giving me all this hate. And he's telling me to get off of welfare. And I'll tell y'all this, I am not on welfare, but if the government wanted to give me
wait a minute, he's saying Tequila needs to get a job.
Yeah.
Really?
You see what I'm saying?
Well, that's some bullcrap, right?
That's taking it too far.
That is some crazy stuff, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's the type of stuff that I deal with these people, man, on a daily basis. Like they legit just even, and I put my information out there so they can send me emails and stuff to set stuff up. But I just wanted to show you, I just got this. Just look down and saw that he sent me this. So some grown man who probably don't know what a vagina feels like has the audacity. He probably beaten off to my fantastic face. And he just
Trevor, we just went through suspect rappers today.
And he
come on, Trevor.
Yeah, this is, man, they crazy, man. So yeah, Jamie Hayter. So we're in the top 4 right now. No Bailey. I wouldn't say Naomi because Naomi's not good, but no Mercedes.
We're talking Charlotte, man. We're talking Rhea Ripley.
Well, we still getting to the top.
That's what. We're at number 4. But so everybody got to be WWE.
So let's look. Okay, number 3, Bianca Belair. I'll no, because I know who number 1 is. And if number 1 is number 1, then Bianca Belair should be number 1. So no, Bianca Belair doesn't need to be at number 3. So, but again, I haven't seen Charlotte on here yet. You brought that up. And just so you know, Charlotte isn't on this list, not in the top 10. So you got no Charlotte, no Bailey, no Io Sky. Think about this. Just like I'd love to see the criteria for this, but this is.
I think that list is for trolling. I think that list is just bull, man.
You want to know why Charlotte's not at number 1? Again, we talking about the dates. The date that this list was compiled.
It covers
Charlotte
a year, MD.
I know, but Charlotte was out for a significant amount of time, was she not?
So was Jamie Hayter.
But not only that, though, it's the impact that you've done. Whatever little time Charlotte had in the year, she still had a great year. That match at WrestleMania, one of the top matches all year long.
That should have put her in the top 5 right there.
That alone, if she just did one thing all year, that match, that already solidified her. It's just weird. Like we're trying to prop up like these little small insignificant. No, I'm sorry, like Trump.
Go ahead and embrace the hate, Van Cat.
No.
Go ahead and do it. So number two, Julia, another person from Stardom. So everything I hear is that this woman is badass, and just
there's
so
nobody from WoW.
No, nobody from WoW.
Wow.
But just so you know, Triple H is in talks with this woman also.
Yeah, her contract is about to be up in Stardom too.
Yeah, Triple H, Triple H ain't playing no game. and number one. So I got a problem with number one. I'm gonna just tell you, y'all should already know who number one is. But if Bianca Belair is number three, then this person shouldn't be number one. The number one spot on the PWI top 250 for 2023 is Rhea Ripley.
Oh, Rhea Ripley. That's the best decision they made.
That's a good one, Trevor.
That's the best decision they made.
No,
she's number one for sure.
Number one as a character, but what like name 5 Rhea Ripley matches. I'll wait because nobody can do it.
Why are you hating on Rhea Ripley, man?
I'm not hating on her, but I'm saying you're the number one woman wrestler in the world. Yep. Bianca should have been in that spot.
She should not. No, she should not. Bianca should not be above Rhea Ripley. There's no way in hell.
Are you kidding me?
You know, why do you feel that what Bianca? First of all, Rhea Ripley won the Royal Rumble to start the year off. She had that great match with Charlotte Flair at Mania. She's defended her title.
Name me another one after that.
God, come on, man.
Name me another one.
Not to mention the impact that she's had on the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day is like the team of the year, overriding the Bloodline. If she ain't number one, there is no number one. She has had the biggest impact in all of wrestling as far as female go.
Rhea Ripley, top five white women's ass in wrestling.
Oh my God, that has nothing to do with nothing, Trevor.
Actually, speaking of that, where's Toni Storm? Why isn't Toni Storm on this list in the top 10? I'd take her over Jamie Hayter.
Again, we talking about the top. In the WhatsApp, in the chat, not the chat, but the WhatsApp, I just sent the criteria for PWI. It's on Wikipedia. If you go into the page and go down the rankings, it tells you what the criteria is. Just for reference.
All right. I mean, all right. So
well, it looked like Nurban is a bootlicker.
Yeah.
So he'll be on.
Mommy, please marry me. I will lick your boots. Oh man.
We got another bootlicker.
I almost said something. I ain't gonna say it. All right, so that's the top 10 for the women. Let's get into the top 10 for the men, and then we'll get into the crown jewel.
Well, I already know we're gonna have some problems because if this went this way, this went sideways quick.
Yeah. The men one sucks too. The men one sucks. So let's get into the top. Oh crap! What am I doing? Let's get into the top 10 of the men. The PWI 500. Number 10, they got Cody Rhodes.
So the headline on WrestleMania is number 10. All right.
So already this list is gone to hell. Already.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Already this list is just like, you know what?
People are chanting his music.
and
he's number 10.
Nothing, the guy just has not had a bad match. That's what I'm saying. If we want to look at the match quality, look at his matches with Lesnar. Look at the match with Roman, regardless of the outcome. The outcome was terrible, but look at his match with Roman. He got
the outcome was amazing.
He got a good match out of Gunther. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not Gunther. Anybody got a good match with Gunther? I mean, Dom. Like, you know.
Yeah, he carried the hell out of Dom on that one.
even this match that we're going to talk about later, like just bro, Cody at number 10. Okay, I got it. Let's move on. Number 9, Josh Alexander. And my question to you is who? Who?
No, I've seen him before. I've seen this guy before.
Because MD, you want to tell me about this guy.
You hating on the walking weapon. You hating on it.
Why you wearing earmuffs?
But again, he have great matches. He was the Impact champion in that Criterion period. You got to give him that. You got to give it to him, despite whether you watched Impact or not.
Yeah, but MD, is what he doing top 10 worthy? He could be amongst one of the best, but is it top 10 worthy?
Again, that's up for the editors at Pro Wrestling Illustrated to decide.
They have illustrated that they don't know pro wrestling.
Again, I would inform everybody, like I said, just for reference purposes, to take a look at the criteria based on how they rank these wrestlers. That's all I'm saying. Now, from what it says from basically mid-June to mid-June is how they do it. In between mid-June and mid-June, Josh Alexander was the champion. And that's just what it is. Which I'm pretty sure he had. Now, I didn't see all of Impact, but I'm pretty sure he had great matches. I've seen a lot of Josh Alexander. He's great. He's a great wrestler.
But number 9, top 9 in the world, though.
Impact within itself.
That doesn't work, MD. That doesn't work.
Oh, man.
MD, that doesn't work. You're talking about... I see what Venkat's talking about. Like, you talking about big fish, small pond. Come on, man.
So is it acceptable to is the venue acceptable to be a criteria in ranking wrestlers? Let's just keep it real. Does venue matter? Does venue matter? Does promotion matter? Just to be honest, in your humble opinion.
You mean what? Where they're actually having the matches?
Yeah, venue and promotion. Does that matter?
No, that doesn't matter, because I saw the best wrestling match of the COVID year was Walter versus Ilya Dragunov, and there was nobody in the damn arena.
But it was WWE.
No, it was NXT UK. It didn't.
No. NXT. Well, I mean, under the WWE umbrella. So
no,
I mean,
okay,
I get the point.
So you think I'm just trying to load it up pro WWE? No, I'm not. Remember?
Well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying. I'm just asking. Does it matter?
One of the best wrestling shows I saw all year was the independent show.
Okay, yeah, I was just saying, does it factor into your personal ranking? Because based on what Venkat said, it does.
No, it doesn't bother me. No.
Okay, all right. So
I'm just concerned of the quality of matches and the quality of opponents. That's all I'm saying.
I'm glad you said that, because quality of opponent is a factor in the criteria.
Okay.
I'm glad you said that.
All right. So number 8,
ahead.
Orange Cassidy. So
I don't think that's appropriate.
Again,
I don't think that's appropriate. Orange Cassidy could be in the top 20 or top 30, but I don't think that's appropriate.
I thought you were going to try to put him in the top 10. I mean, the top 5. I'm like, what?
No. That's not appropriate.
So explain this one to me. Why Orange Cassidy is the number 8 position in the top 10? He's funny and he does do some good moves. I've opened up to him a lot lately, but top 10, absolutely not.
And I'm an Orange Cassidy fan, but that's not.
I can't defend that one.
All right, so number 7, Kazuchika Okada. I got nothing. They've been telling me for years he was.
Well, he fell from last year, right?
Exactly. I can't defend this one either, because, like, to me, Okada is old news. To me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's stagnated.
Right.
I'm not seeing him elevate anything from what he did last year.
And what I saw of him on Dynamite the other day, yeah, he was just a regular old guy to me. Nurban talking about OC is top 5. Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, that's why it's wrestling though. To each his own. Everybody loves their thing. This is bullcrap here.
It's ridiculous.
This is bullcrap, especially when you see who's in the top 5. This is absolute garbage. That you got MJF, a legit champion, a hell of a wrestler, top 5 best matches of all year. Any match he's been in has been 5-star or better. Like, to have him at number 6, I mean, they're probably basing this off of the bull crap they got him doing now, but yeah, this is terrible.
They're not. When did MJF win the championship?
Earlier in the year.
What it was he won it. Now I'm trying to think what pay-per-view he won it.
He won it last year October because he's had the belt for exactly a year.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so yeah, he would be within that time period. So yeah, I mean, he would be higher in my eyes.
Yeah, this is foolishness.
Again, they're illustrating that they don't know pro wrestling. Pro wrestling is illustrated.
This is foolishness. Number 5, El Hijo del Vikingo. Again, I saw one match.
Who the frick this nigga is?
This the guy that had that match with Kenny Omega on.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's awesome. But yeah, that's just a spot.
Exactly.
That's not a.
So again, Vancat, you're taking away what he's doing in AAA. You just taking that away.
MD, nobody knows what he's doing in AAA.
No. I don't want to say that.
PWI do.
No, I mean, if a tree falls on the forest, it still makes a noise. I understand that. I'm just saying.
Oh boy, I thought Vancat was going to use my talking point.
No, I'm not gonna do that. It does make a sound. So because I'm not aware of it, that's not his problem. I understand that, but I'm just saying that means he better be a hell of a Ric Flair, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat type wrestler.
He's a spot fest guy. I do want to take a break real quick to just admire the beauty of the Winged Eagle title that I received a couple of days ago, because Roman Reigns' face is blocking me, so you can't really see it good. But yeah, y'all go ahead and check out the Winged Eagle title that I just picked up. I also have the gold tip for it. I just need to put it on, and then it'll be displayed in its proper place. I put the link in the WhatsApp. I didn't put the link, but I put the page in the WhatsApp group so y'all could go to the guy's store. He does have the WCW United States titles up there, so he probably has the TV title also. That'll be a hell of a belt to get. So number 4, but again, this guy I doubt has a better impact than MJF. I mean, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say so.
Yeah, I'm not against him at all. I think he's an amazing talent, but I don't know if he should be there.
This is another one this is not good. This is not. It's too low for him.
Yeah, Gunther is the best wrestler all year.
Yeah, it's too
over
low
the year. He's the most consistent, and he's had the most matches that were quality. He's the best wrestler all year. Finished second in the Royal Rumble. He's the best. He should have won that Royal Rumble.
Me and him and MJF are my wrestlers of the year. I'm gonna have to try to pick between the two, but him and MJF. So Gunther, they got at number 4, and this is where I end the stream, because right now we're going into the number 3. This is the guy that PWI says is the number 3 wrestler in the world. Wait a minute. What the hell did I do? Oh, okay. This is just showing who holds the top 3 spots. Number 3.
This is an agenda. This is an agenda right here. We're just putting this monkey mouth bastard in these positions because he was attached to the Shield. So they want the Shield to be 1, 2, and 3. Hey, guys, we should have the Shield all these years later when they're going to be 1, 2, and 3. Huh?
I said PWI doing a storyline. What you saying?
Exactly. Because come on now, Moxley hasn't done anything all year long to put him there. I'm not saying he's been worthless, But I'm just saying, he's not. He should not even be in the top 10. I would even go as far as to say he might not even need to be in the top 20. And that's not even.
Who did MJF beat?
What are you talking about? Every time he had a match, it was a high-profile match. Bryan Danielson, towards the beginning of the year,
No, he's saying MJF beat him for the belt.
Who he beat? Oh, that's right. He didn't beat CM Punk for the. Yeah, he did beat CM Punk for the belt, didn't he?
No. That's what they were going
Mox.
towards.
Remember
that? Okay.
So Moxley is number 3. I'm gonna just tell you, I would have had MJF right here. I would have had MJF at 3, and Gunther should have been in this spot here because as much as I love him, they only got him in the number 2 spot because of longevity, and the number 2 spot goes to Roman Reigns. And
I got problems with that.
I think this is a travesty. Like,
I think him and Cody should be switching spots.
Yeah, God, we agreeing too much, man. We gonna disagree when we get to the Crown Jewel event, but I don't know, man. Roman shouldn't be number 2, and I love Roman Reigns, but Roman Reigns shouldn't be number 2.
Especially when you put up that graphic with him and Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah, if Hulk Hogan wrestling more matches than you,
I don't earlier with the streak of his days that he's been champion, the beginning part he was wrestling more, but this year in particular has been the slowest and lowest amount of title defenses he's had. I counted them all. He after the event this past weekend, that's 30 title defenses in total, and this year was the least, huh?
In 3 years?
Yeah, it's 30. He has 30 title defenses,
and a lot of them were probably on a lot of them probably were like multiple repeat guys too. So that
of course, yeah. Oh yeah. There's a lot of the same.
So it's probably more like 23. Yeah, I don't like Roman at number 2, man. I'd have put Gunther right here. Gunther has I'll concede to them number 1, even though I think Gunther's better than number 1, but I'll give them number 1. But yeah, Roman is just right now there. This is a storyline. If you ever talk about a storyline, they're literally just running a gimmick here, just to see how long we could piss people off. Because now Roman is even saying in his promos that he makes cinemas, like saying what the fans say now. So it's just like, nah, Roman shouldn't be here. So number 1.
By the way, LA Knight was 130 on the list. Which I don't have a problem with because he lost all year long, but winning and losing isn't the only thing.
AJ Styles was like 120 or something like that.
Yeah.
So
and Dom was ahead of AJ Styles, 94.
Well,
Dominic Mysterio was 94.
AJ Styles been hurt a lot though.
I don't care. I heard AJ Styles in his bed is better than Dom any day.
But y'all don't y'all you get a chance, make sure and go check out that list. It's a very interesting list though if you want to have a laugh just to see where they have your favorite wrestler. And number 1, I mean, it's obvious the Shield got the top 3 spots is Seth Rollins. I don't have a problem with this because Seth Rollins is a hell of a wrestler.
Well, he's been high all year.
The fans love him, and he's he consistently puts on great matches. I don't have an issue with this at all.
He's the most solid member of the Shield, but they're forcing the other ones up there. I don't like it.
Yeah, Moxley has no business in the top. I'll give him top 30.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that too.
But yeah, no, he absolutely has no business being in this. All right, so there you have your top 10 list.
Moxley could retire, and they're gonna put him in the next list, top 3.
So yeah, I don't. He ain't my cup of tea. So let's get into this day in wrestling history real quick, and then we're gonna go over to the Crown Jewel review, and then we're done. So this day in wrestling history, November 8th, 2005, Eddie Guerrero defeated Mr. Kennedy on SmackDown to earn a spot on the Blue Brands team at the upcoming Survivor Series pay-per-view. he would never make it. This was Guerrero's last professional wrestling match before his death 4 days later. So on this day in 2005, Eddie Guerrero wrestled Mr. Kennedy in his last match. Yeah, and we lost him. God, I can't believe 2005, man. You know how long ago that was? 20 years ago. 18 years ago. Yeah, so Mr. Kennedy and Eddie Guerrero had their match. Eddie Guerrero never made it to the Survivor Series, and the rumor was that he was supposed to be champion soon. He was going to take the belt from Batista, but he never made it. Rest in peace to Eddie Guerrero. And I got one more. Oh yeah, this one's funny. I got one more because in what not to do with your top stars. November 8th, 1999, a ladder match on WCW Monday Nitro for the United States Championship was won by Scott Hall. The other competitors in the match was Bret Hart, Sid Vicious, and Goldberg. You put those 4 guys in a ladder match. You talk about what not to do with your top talent. It looks like Kevin Nash is the referee. Yeah, I'm not doing this.
Why? Because of the risk of injury?
Yeah, them some big guys, man.
And you know Goldberg doesn't care. He's just gonna go.
And Sid, we know what's gonna happen to him coming off the top rope. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. Bret Hart, Bret Hart is okay. Him and Scott Hall, you know, they've done this before, but I'm not doing that one. Sorry. Yeah. So, and there you have this day in wrestling history. So let's get into the Crown Jewel review. Okay, so the screen was being taken up. That's why I couldn't see the Winged Eagle belt. But yeah, man, I got this belt. Y'all check out the belt unboxing. It's on the channel right now. The belt cost $71, and the gold tip that I bought for was $25, and the shipping was like $7, so less than $100. So it came under like $103. I got this metal 2 mil Winged Eagle belt that looks beautiful. Like I don't see no problem with it, and I'm gonna go check that site and I'm gonna check that store and get some more because I know they got the big. I need the big gold. And I want the IC title. So MD probably hit a bad spot, but let's get into this this Crown Jewel review. Oh boy. All right, WWE Crown Jewel was this past Saturday at 1 p.m. So before we even get into the review, real quick, what was your overall thoughts of the event? Just like what did you think about the presentation? What did you think?
The venue, it looks similar to last year, which is fine. The four corner thing that says Crown Jewel around the ring, and the jewel piece that's a monitor on the very top, that big piece. I mean, the environment, the layout of the arena, it's fine. The event itself, I'm more mid-cardish about it, if not a little under. Jobber status under. I wasn't
really.
Yeah, I wasn't too thrilled about the event. I thought that the event was just a play it safe, get in, get out, collect the money, and go. It didn't feel like anything was being done to be memorable.
Speaking
I
of
don't
money,
think it'll be 2026, and I'm gonna be like thinking back. You remember that 2023 Crown Jewel? I don't feel like that's gonna be the case.
Did you hear how much money they got for this event?
I'm sure. All of that is fine and dandy, but as far as like the product, yeah, but that's good for them. That's not really good for the viewer.
Bro, $50 million for one. Just put this in perspective. They got $50 million for this event. WrestleMania's top gate was like 12.5 million. Think about that.
Yeah, I know.
They got more than like 3 WrestleManias combined for this one show. So
all the more reason they should be trying to do a better job with the show itself. Even a match that I thought would be the match of the night, it was okay. You know, the Rey Mysterio match. I thought that would be the match of the night, but There's just nothing memorable. And I'm not just putting it on Roman because, Roman's going to be Roman. But I just felt like everything just felt a little, let's just be out there for a certain amount of time and then bring it home. That just felt like the whole night to me.
Yeah, I viewed this a little bit different. It's not getting a 5 from me, but I watched this a little bit different. So let's get into the the kickoff match. You had Sami Zayn versus JD McDonough. Your standard kickoff match. I love how Sami Zayn milks the hell out of the crowd when he goes over there. His music plays for like 2 minutes before he ever comes through the curtains. And when he does come through the curtain wearing that, I forget what it's called. I mean, the place just erupts for him because he wasn't allowed to go over there for years. So I think this is the second time he's been over there since they've been going there. Good match though. Sami Zayn did get the victory as he should have, because had he not won that match, and then he still comes out and is able to get a championship match against Rollins, I would have had some issues with that. But nothing overly great in this match. I thought it was a good match. So to start it off, I give this match a 3.
Oh, I didn't watch no kickoff. And why the hell are they calling it a kickoff? This is not football. That don't make no sense at all, man. There's so many other words and terminologies you could use, but whatever.
All right. So in what Venkat, y'all don't understand. See, y'all don't get the luxury of seeing the behind the scenes. Y'all just see what we play out here. But this bothered Venkat to no end. Why is the world title match first? Like, that used to bother me, but I mean, the belt is where it's at. They're not going to put this above Roman. They're not going to put it right before Roman. So I get it. If you're not going to close with it, you open with it. That's what Brock Lesnar says. MJF says the same thing. But you do have, for the World Heavyweight Championship, Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. I thought this hump, man. I thought this match was really, really good. Those two guys worked really good together. I thought the match overall was just a good, solid match, clean finish. Seth Rollins wins. Seth Rollins won with the stomp pedigree combo. There was some great near falls. They didn't have too many near falls, which I love. I could appreciate that because I hate all the false finishes.
It's crazy when they do that.
They had some great false finishes when it mattered. In the end, Seth Rollins is still the WWF World Champion, and he still leads the year in ridiculous costumes. I like that shot right there. That was a good. They always get them shots that you just look at and be like, damn. Yeah, I thought the match was really good, man. What was your thoughts on it?
The match is fine. It's not a bad match. This match is not the disappointing area, but yeah, I'll give it. I'll go a 4. I'll go a 4.
Yeah, I thought it was good as an opener. I mean, it's the world title. You got to get over that.
The world title. They should be at the end of the show, man. Like, not the last match, because the WWF title is the highest title right now. So that's got to be the last match. But I don't think that it would be too much to ask to put this match before Roman. I mean, yeah, before Roman, or maybe a match or two before Roman. You don't have to open it. I don't understand that concept. That'll never make sense. When WCW had the WCW title and the NWA International title, those matches were going on one after the next, or one will be like in the middle and one will be at the end. But I don't remember them opening matches with the NWA title and then closing with the WCW title. That don't make sense to me.
And you remember they what happened?
Yep. What happened?
Oh, okay. I thought I got kicked off because I went into another screen, so I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I know. Like last night with Tape Fist Politics, I was having issues with my screen and like with the mic button, but I don't know. This just started yesterday with Tape Fist, and it's still going on today. Like I can't see my full screen. It's weird.
So at the end of that match, Seth Rollins. Okay, I took some of the slides out because I had to cut it down. But at the end of the match, Seth Rollins is sitting there in the middle of the he's sitting there in the middle. Drew's down. You hear Damian Priest music come on. The crowd goes crazy because we're about to get a cash in. I thought it was a bad time to me just because Seth wasn't hurt enough, but
Exactly. That's what I was thinking the whole time. I'm like, it's not like he's bleeding or like. Matter of fact, you see him. His opponent is on the floor. Like,
his opponent's beat up more than
exactly.
So I thought it was I thought it would have been a bad time, but nevertheless, it never happened because Sami Zayn came out under a hood, grabbed the briefcase. So
they need to stop that.
So
they need to stop that under the hood crap. They keep doing that.
He was never able to come out. He should have had him come out in his garb that he wore at the beginning. But so what I was saying earlier on Monday Night Raw, Seth Rollins asked Sami Zayn, "Where's the briefcase?" Easy way to explain this. Adam Pearce made me give it back. Why can't Tony Khan make Jay White give MJF back his title?
Because he don't got control of his organization. That's what it makes us look like.
Like how simple is that? Hey, I stole the briefcase for a minute to prove a point. Now and now this guy's been running around with the damn belt for like a month. You had a bussin' awesome awesome championship match that needed to have the belt there present. You didn't have it anywhere to be found.
Hey, Jay White, my name is Tony Khan. I own this company. Give me that briefcase back. No. Okay.
So the last scene, Drew's looking all sad on the toolbox, and Rhea walks up to him and just gives him the look, and then Drew just continues to soak in his misery. So we'll see what goes on with that. So speaking of Rhea, next we had the Fatal 5-Way for the WWE, the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Nia Jax, Raquel Gonzalez, Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, and Rhea Ripley. Again, normally these matches get kind of sloppy, but I thought this was good. I mean, going into it, I said this was going to be my least favorite match. I thought this match was good. Rhea got the good entrance. I guess they were trying to say that even in this country where women don't have rights, she comes out and stands above everybody. See, I just kind of made that up because
that's exactly what they were trying to do.
I tried to make sense of this because I didn't understand why you had all them guys coming out there.
My issue is how long it took, for God's sake.
Oh my God, it took forever because every guy walked out one at a time. Oh my God.
And just when you think it's over, some other dumbass comes out.
I was like, please just make this be over. But Rhea comes out looking like a badass. The only thing about Rhea, she is a badass. This was a spot of the night. Shayna Baszler is very unrealistic, but it looked great. Shayna Baszler had Raquel Rodriguez, and I want to say, who was the other person? Natalia? Was that Natalia? Whoever else was in the match in a toe hold, and then put the Karafuda clutch on Nia Jax. It just looked really good that she had a submission on 3 women. That looked really, really good. That's a nice spot. Excuse me. I thought this was a great spot. I had to cut it down because it wouldn't let me upload it all. All the women are outside. So Zoe runs and does a springboard off the top rope, dives on everybody on the outside, wipes everybody out. Zoe's going crazy.
You can see. Oh, go ahead, Trevor.
I thought Zoe was the standout of this match.
You could see in this match, they used the attire to kind of go like a Halloween theme, even though it was November 4th. It just missed Halloween. But like Rhea Ripley was the Joker. It's like a Joker inspired makeup and
yeah, you pointed that out to me because I just thought it was just her regular ass makeup this year.
right. Yeah, like everybody had some sort of gimmick. Zoe Stark looked like the most basic one there. She didn't put in as much effort in her attire or look.
What's up, Bones? Yeah, but to me, Zoe was a standout. Was a standout to me just because she was the least. I guess she has the least ring time. The least being on the big stage, I would say. But I thought she really stood out. Everything she did looked crisp. That was a nice spot. But yeah, to me, Zoe was the MVP of this match.
Really wish they had a women's show. That would have been great.
I thought this match was pretty decent. Nothing spectacular. The right person won. Zoe, she looked pretty good in the match. But I really came on here to talk about one match in particular, and you already know what it is, Trevor.
Wait, what match?
John Cena.
Oh, okay, yeah. That was my match of the night. And the finish came. This is a great finish. The finish comes. So that's Raquel Rodriguez has the pin on Shayna Baszler. God, what the hell is her name? Rhea Ripley has Zoe Stark up on the top for the Avalanche Riptide. Which, man, when she came down, I was like, oh, but that's got to suck for Raquel because she came down on her. And Rhea gets the pin on Shayna Baszler, which was shocking. But now we know why Shayna Baszler was the one to take the pin, because Zoe Stark will be facing Rhea Ripley at Survivor Series because she did win the Battle Royal from Monday Night Raw. So I thought that match was really good. I don't normally like this many women in a match because they just work it pretty sloppy. But I thought it was really good. So for me, this match absolutely gets a 4.
I thought the finish was pretty good. I give it a 3. You're doing out of 5, obviously, right?
Yeah,
3 out of 5.
I'll agree with Bones. 3 out of 5. I was afraid that something bad was going to happen, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
I thought somebody was going to get hurt.
I really don't like these type of matches with women, man, because Nia Jax in this match, and Nia ain't even giving a damn about nothing. All right, so the next
she's the female Vader.
All right, the match. I listen.
Yeah,
this is my match of the night, man. I'm gonna tell you.
Hey, man, I love this match. This match had me marking out because I was afraid what I talked about last week that John Cena was going to bury this young, talented, up and coming superstar, Solo Sikoa. But I felt it happening. But then when Solo hit him with the Samoan spike, and then picked him up and just hit him with like 3 or 4 more of them, and then just pinned him clean, man, that was definitely the best moment of the sports weekend to me. I enjoyed it so much, and hopefully we never see John Cena wrestle again.
I call this match the destruction of John Cena because I was watching this and I was just loving it. Like,
yes,
Solo systematically took Cena apart, and I started to put this picture in the group and be like, "Look at that! You could drive a truck through that lock. He ain't got that damn thing locked in." John Cena has the worst crossface I've ever seen. Like he doesn't cinch it in. I remember Stone Cold told him, "Hey man, you need to cinch that thing in."
It's more of a cross mouth. Cross mouth, not cross face. But
this should definitely put Solo over, and he should be like a top heel, and this should cement his legacy. And even though he got a long way to go, but this should be a start of a lot bigger things for him, I think.
Well, the reality of the situation is I ain't never seen a thumb so deadly that somebody could die from it. I mean, a taped thumb is worse than a hot knife. This guy acted like he was about to die off of that damn thumb. Goodness gracious, but whatever.
Hey, but if somebody is taking their thumb with all their force, his side, and jamming it into your throat,
I think the thumb would get jammed up. I mean, goddamn.
Well, what they need to say is that he has a splint on it. That's what they need to say, just to make that make sense.
Because that's just odd as hell. Oh my God, that thumb, man. But hey, he won. That's all we can say. He won. They did that.
So I walk around my house and do this Samoan spike all the time to my daughter, because whenever she comes and tries to bother me, I'll always grab her arm and fake like I'm going to hit her with the spike, because she knows, she's like, oh, like I'll hit her like right in her side or something with it. Like I love the Samoan spike, man. When Umaga used to do it, I was like, man, that's like the baddest move. If you had like a wood splint or something over your finger and you taped it up real good and you hit somebody in the throat with it, what do you think is going to happen? It's like chopping somebody in the throat.
Yep.
Yeah, they did that. They did it.
I thought so. This were so you know what I thought was going to happen here when he hit him with this spike. I thought Cena was going to kick out, but he didn't go for the pin, which was good because I thought he was going to super Cena. And when he picked him up again and went to just hit, I think that was a little overkill where he hit him like 10 times because then it just started looking stupid. So I thought that was overkill, but I loved it. I loved it.
Well, clearly by the look of Cena's face, if you get hit by a spike, that's it, man. I'm just saying, they did that.
Yeah, this was definitely the match of the night for me, and I enjoyed it a lot. And this made the pay-per-view, well, not the pay-per-view, but this made the PLE worth watching to me. This match alone, just seeing the destruction of John Cena.
All right, Nerve.
Well,
peace out, Nerve. You act like you can't. We'll be done in like 10 minutes. So John Cena solo wins clean, which was good after being eviscerated on SmackDown the way he was. Solo does win, and John Cena does the sympathy walk at the end, where it's just like, oh shucks, is this it for me? Is this it? And I think he tweeted something like goodbye or this is the end or some crap like that. So whatever.
Fortunately,
I give this match, so as much as I love this match, I can't give it a 5 because technically it wasn't a good technical match, but it was great for the story that it told. So I do give this a 4. So what's that, like 3 4s in a row, huh? No, I gave the opening a 3.
Oh, we can't do halves on here, you said, right?
Nope.
All right, so I give it a 5 straight up.
You give this a 5
because he loved the destruction of Cena. Like that.
Oh Lord!
Listen, this was him getting back for his relative Umaga. You know what I mean? Because I was a huge Umaga fan, and Super Cena just basically buried him in that Extreme Rules match, and he wasn't the same ever since. He never got to the top of the card. He never fought for a world championship ever again, ever since he lost to Cena. And Cena just been doing that to young talent for like the past decade. So to see him finally lose, yeah.
But he been lost. He lost at WrestleMania to a young up and comer.
No, but
Austin Theory.
He didn't get destroyed.
He destroyed Austin Theory, though. I mean, like going into the match. Now Austin Theory didn't do what Solo did, but still he won.
No, but it's how you win, though. The last impression of seeing Cena on the ground, that picture, I'm gonna forever have that picture embedded in my head.
Well, I know that Bruce Lee with his nunchucks were lethal weapons. So a thumb that's taped up, I mean, you gotta call the police or something, because this guy's out there. They did that.
What'd you give this match, Venkat?
I'm gonna give it a 3. It wasn't that great. I'm being generous, but
Yeah, technically, it wasn't a technical match.
that's what I'm saying. I'm just sitting there watching this, and then all of a sudden, the thumb from hell just showed up, and I'm like, damn.
But
I just give it a 3 just for being generous.
They've been selling that spike since he came over. All right, so in the match of the United States title, you had champion Rey Mysterio versus Logan Paul, and all I'm gonna say is Rey Mysterio better thank God that Logan Paul is so good because he saved him from breaking his neck.
You think that was Rey Mysterio's fault?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's absolutely was Rey's fault.
Okay.
So Logan Paul comes to the ring in a doom buggy. Yeah, like how they do the shot showing him earlier in the day, driving in the sand dunes and everything. So he drives it into the arena. So here's a spot right here. Ray does his moonsault off the springboard off the rope onto Logan Paul. I don't know, man.
So you don't think Logan Paul was supposed to be higher up at that point?
Logan Paul was higher up. This is him crouching down to get support to pick him back up.
Yeah.
No, Logan Paul was in position.
I don't know. I didn't look at that feeling that Rey Mysterio freaked that up. I think
Ray completely messed that up, man. That was I thought though this match to me never got into like fifth gear. Like I thought it was good, but it wasn't. I thought that they were gonna go like balls to the wall, give me that spectacular Logan Paul match. I just think it never got there though. Like it just, to me, it never got there.
It was just a serviceable match. But that's the theme of the night. Hey man, we getting 50 million. Don't break nothing. Don't twist nothing. Just stick your landings and get out. Yeah, that's what it is. Play it safe. Don't do no Goldberg Undertaker. Don't do no Shawn Michaels and Triple H versus the Brothers of Destruction. Don't do that stuff. Just do your best little walkthrough and get out.
Here's what I thought was the spot of the night. This Joker does a fall away slam Spanish fly type move off the damn rope to Mysterio. Man, Logan Paul is on another level. He's on a whole nother level to be able to do this so quick and pick this up like this. So here's the obvious I'm turning on you moment right here. Logan Paul's manager friend, whoever, is crouching down at ringside. He gets the brass knuckles. Santos Escobar comes out, gets the brass knuckles fall. Santos comes out to run the guy off, picks the brass knuckles up, and leaves them on the ring apron. Why didn't you put it in your pocket? Leaves them on the ring apron. Logan Paul gets the damn brass knuckles. Boom, clocks Ray. 1, 2, 3. New United States champion. I love the fact that Logan Paul won. I just thought the match never got in the fifth gear for me.
Yeah, I agree. I expected a little bit more from the match. I would just give it a 3 out of 5. I definitely respect Logan Paul for saving Rey Mysterio because that could have been a real bad, like you said, the spot of the match, the Spanish fly fall away slam was pretty damn impressive. Yeah, so I give it a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 3 also.
Yeah, it's gonna be that 3. The outlook of the event itself. So mid card.
All right, so I think we got 2 more. And we got 2 more matches. We done. Let's see if we can be done by. So I like this. Logan Paul goes over to him.
Yeah, that was good.
And Ray is telling him, like, hey man, you cheated. And he's like, I did what I had to do. I love that. Like, nothing personal. I did what I had to do. I talked all this crap to you. and I needed to get the belt. Like literally, that's
how it should be in wrestling. It doesn't have to be this big. Oh, we're jumping him now, and it's just so silly. Yeah, it just need to be that.
Like I loved when he did it. Like everybody wants to be champion, and I'm going to do what I got to do to get the belt. So Logan Paul is your new United States champion. Oh crap! I forgot it was 3 more matches. So
the match nobody asked for.
Yeah. So the next match you had Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest. I mean, just this needed not to even be here. They could have done this on Monday Night Raw.
Exactly.
Jey Uso flew all the way over there just to get involved. I mean, Cody Rhodes got the win, as he should got the win, because Damian Priest has the Money in the Bank, so they normally tend to make them lose. Cody Rhodes a winner. I mean, I get his match a 3 because to me it didn't need to be there. It was just a regular any Monday Night Raw match.
I'm giving it a 2, and I'm giving it a 2 because I mean it really is going through the motions, but the whole show is going through the motions. So if this is lower than what I'm seeing already, and that was already a 3, it has to be lower. So I'm going a 2 on this. I didn't think it was bad going in. So 2.
Yeah. I was leaning between a 2 and a 3. If I had to choose, I would say a 2 because it didn't really have much effect and we really didn't need it. It was just a way to get the Saudis to get that for the Cody pop, and that was pretty much it.
A better matchup would have been Finn Balor and Cody. That would have been better to see that match.
Yeah.
If he had to face a Judgment Day guy.
Or how about just not have him on the show? Though? It didn't need him.
Well, you can't do that. It's Cody Rhodes, and we're paying $50 million. You're gonna show us something.
Hey, this is people that wanted Ultimate Warrior.
Yokozuna and Big Boss Man.
Yokozuna. So, yeah, there you have that match. So the second to last match was for the WWE the Women's Championship over on SmackDown. You had the champion Io Shirai versus Bianca Belair. What I did notice in this, besides all that sexiness there, but what I did notice in this, the fans didn't seem to care too much for Bianca at all. Like none.
Why, you think is she black?
No, I've been noticing lately the crowds haven't been as loud for her, which is why I thought maybe she'd be the one joining Bobby Lashley's group. But now we see that's most likely going to be B-Fab. But I don't know. I think it's what I've been saying. Everybody telling me I need to stop saying this, but she needs a character change. You can't be the smiley person all the time. It comes off as phony. It comes off as phony. It just does. So this match, I'm gonna give this the worst. I'm gonna give this the worst thing you could say for a match. And y'all know how I love Bianca, so it's gonna hurt me to say this. Outside of the finish, this match was just so damn boring. I don't remember anything from it. I don't remember a damn thing from this match. As a matter of fact, when I was looking for highlights to get these little pictures and stuff like that, I couldn't find it. This was the one like most of the matches of the night, I had to cut slides so I could make it within the size that I needed to upload it into the studio. This one couldn't find anything. There were like 0 highlights. To me, this match didn't do anything. The match ends. Bayley comes down. She wants to hit Bianca with a belt shot, but Io is like, no, don't get involved. First of all, Nick Aldis said that Bayley was going to be banned from ringside anyway, that Damage Control couldn't even be there. So I don't know why Bayley was there. So Bianca has Bayley up for the KOD. The KOD are on the table. All of a sudden, somebody jumps the rail. The returning Kyrie saying, "Oh my goodness," the grin, the smile that was on my face when the woman with the greatest elbow drop in wrestling made her return back to WWE. And I this was a late admission when we did the prediction show. I tried to get it put in there later that I knew Kyrie was going to probably be the one to cause Io to retain. Kyrie does return. Good to see her back. So now you get some friction and damage control, because obviously Io is going to team up with her buddy over Bailey, and I don't know if this is going to be lead to a babyface turn for Bailey or what. But
you notice how Io is always, like, even on the last pay-per-view, she's like telling Bailey not to come or interfere. I can do it by myself. I don't need the help. But then Kyrie shows up, and it's hugs and kisses all day and a smile. But when Bailey was trying to help her out, it wasn't the same reception.
Because she's saying, hey, white devil, I don't need your help. That's why.
Yeah, and plus, her and Billy don't have the history and the friendship that her and Kyrie Sane do. And Billy has shown signs of being selfish and being, for herself. So it's a little different, in my opinion. But this match, it was boring, and I hate to say it because, I'm a big fan of both of them. I would give it a 2, but because of Kyrie Sane coming back in the storyline, I would bump it up to a 3. Just because of that. I would like to give it a 4, but the match was just like Trevor said. Like I don't remember nothing from it really, to be honest. I just remember that elbow drop that Kyrie hit on Bianca. That was pretty nasty. And Bailey's face. Those are like my 2 memorable things from the match.
Yeah, and that's how I feel. Like I give it. I was going 2, but to see Kyrie return, just because Kyrie is a badass. And if they let them be like how they were like in Lucha Underground, then you got something, boy. You got like a Japanese like hit squad on your hand now. So hopefully they do something like that. So I was happy to see Kyrie, and they got Asuka also. So I was happy to see her back. That's what kept it from getting a 3. I think this might be the lowest I've ever rated a Bianca match, because to me it was just too boring. I didn't like nothing happened in it. Like nothing. There was no hope spot. There was no heat spot. There was nothing. It was just like it literally just was there. Like it was just there.
And that's the theme of the whole event. And for a jobber, jobbers are often forgotten, don't really matter. They're not really the main focus. And that's what this match is screaming. So I give it a 2 as well. Jobber status.
All right. Let's go to the main event. Last match. Yeah, the WWE Undisputed Champion, WWE Undisputed Universal Champion, Roman Reigns versus LA Knight for the championship. Wow. Okay. So LA Knight comes to the ring and he got a monstrous over. Like the guy's over. You can't say that he's not over. And these were, I'm not going to sit here and act like these people brought these signs. They handed them out. Everybody knows that, but they're doing whatever they can to amplify the guy's character. The guy is over, but standing in the ring with Roman Reigns is just a different animal. LA Knight did get some hope spots, but Roman Reigns did what Roman Reigns does. He grinds this match to a screeching halt. Oh my goodness. This cravat right here was long and boring. Like
classic Roman Reigns.
Man, like he has he'll grind. They'll be having a good back and forth. I'd love to see how he works a match with like a Kenny Omega or something that likes to go at one speed. If he could somehow keep up to that pace. I know old Roman Reigns could, but he doesn't have to do it now. But here's your one hope spot. You had LA Knight with the near fall, Jimmy Uso right in front of the referee. Puts Roman Reigns' foot on the rope. Roman, the ref obviously sees it. Roman hits the spear. Nothing to see here. 1, 2, 3. I expected more, but I didn't, because LA Knight to me isn't a great in-ring worker. But what I thought was going to happen is that they were going to go in there and they were going to just do like a Goldberg Brock Lesnar style match where they just go in there and just beat the holy hell out of one another. The match doesn't have to be 30 minutes long. They go in there and they just beat the hell out of one another. And when Roman leaves,
you didn't read Roman's contract.
When Roman
Roman ain't doing that type of stuff no more.
When Roman leaves, is like, I don't want to fight him anymore. I don't want to, like, that type of stuff. Like, I don't want to fight him anymore because I've been in a war type thing. This was just rinse, wash, rinse, repeat. It like legit was wash, rinse, repeat. Same Roman Reigns match I've been watching for 2.5 years. So I unfortunately got to give this match a 3. Because again, it just wasn't. It was just mad. It was just there. Like, to me, I'm sitting there.
A 3.
Huh?
A 3?
Yeah, I gave it a 3. I mean, I watched the match different. I was happy that LA Knight got the spot, but it was nothing offensive. It was just that it was a Roman Reigns match, and it just. I think there was a point. This was the middle of the day, so this was probably like what? This match was coming to an end by like 3:34, maybe 4 o'clock, and I jumped out of my sleep. Like, I fell asleep towards the end.
So then why would something that put you to sleep be a 3?
Yeah, you know what?
That's
right.
not a mid. That's not mid. Mid is good.
Yeah, I had to give this a 2.
Yeah, this is the thing with LA Knight. I like LA Knight. I'm an LA Knight fan, but it has exposed a problem with LA Knight. He doesn't have enough offensive maneuvers in his arsenal, so he doesn't have the capacity to make the match energetic. When Sami Zayn wrestled Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn has a nice little array of moves to hit with. And go from one to the next. Even though that match was trash, it was significantly better. And in this match with LA Knight, you see, if you run it back and you look, first of all, Roman is instantly drenched in sweat 2 minutes in the match and hadn't moved or done nothing. And then you'll also notice the amount of time LA Knight was on the mat and Roman Reigns was standing up, jarring at the crowd, talking to himself, holding the ropes and doing everything but wrestling. A lot of that is just to, and that's what I said about the event being like very mediocre. Don't break nothing, don't twist nothing, don't hurt nothing. Just do your time in the ring, finish the obligation, and then take it home. And that's what they did. That's what the whole focus of this is. It's a hustle here. Let's build on the name that Stone Cold, The Rock, Hogan, Macho Man, all these legends have built up this name of WWE, and let's parlay that brand to these people that see rose-colored glasses on this, and we'll just do the bare minimum, get the money, get the hell out. And that's what this match represents. That's what the event represented. It's a major letdown, and LA Knight, again, I like LA Knight, but he doesn't have enough offense to kind of make Roman Reigns matches bearable. Like KO does a great job. He has some offensive explosion, and he can do things to make the match seem interesting and in jeopardy. But LA Knight just has that limited repertoire. So now you have a lumbering Roman Reigns and a limited LA Knight, and that just exposed. Again, Roman Reigns is already exposed. We already know what we're going to get there. But he needs an opponent that has something. Like, like if that was AJ Styles, they would have, he would have delivered something, But I got to give this 1 star. I'm not selling. I'm not selling. I'm not buying anything they're giving me here. That's 1 star to me.
To Trevor's point, I felt like this match could have been more of a brawl kind of match. Instead, it was more stalling, and it was very boring. You had like the one, false finish or Jimmy, put the foot on the rope, and like Trevor said, I was going to point it out too. It was right in front of the ref. I know Trevor always trashed AEW refs. This was egregious in itself. Um, Overall, I would give the
I
match.
agree with that, Bones. That is very true. The ref did see all that damn stuff happening.
Yeah. I just feel like it isn't all LA Knight fault, but I feel like most people would blame him for it, and I'm afraid that management they're gonna look down, like they might look down on this, and may feel like he's not ready or something like that, because this was his chance to kind of prove. I feel like to him, and if this was his chance to prove it to him, I wouldn't say that he did do it, but it's not all his fault though. So yeah, I would give it 2 stars overall.
So
You see, I'm
what's
sorry, Trevor. I just
funny?
wanted to say one more thing. So I think that LA Knight would do a good service to himself to probably train with a person like a Arn Anderson or somebody like that. Or Arn isn't an explosive wrestler, but he does have these moves that set up the next move that set up the next move. You know what I'm saying? Like he has that DDT that comes out of nowhere. He has that spine buster. He has the moves that's on the mat. He has moves that go into the next move. The Rock is also a great example of this, and people do not appreciate The Rock in ring ability. But he has a lot of great transition. That spine buster, he does his little elbow thing, and people rag on it. But if you watch Rock's match, especially earlier Rock, he's very good at what he does in that ring. He needs moves that transition better to each other, and he needs better moves. Go ahead, Trevor.
You know what's funny that I actually agree with that. I agree with that assessment about his move set. I think that I think that's why it was so boring to me, because say he'll fire up. Well, he didn't fire up because he doesn't have a babyface fire up because he's been a heel for so long. So if he fired up and Roman cuts it off, he doesn't have anything to come back with. So Sammy, you hit Sammy's going to hit you with the Blue Thunder Bomb. Then he's going to hit you with that Exploder Suplex.
Yeah.
Then he's going to hit you with the Haluva Kick. So it's like move after move after move. Seth Rollins, he's going to hit you with that Falcon Arrow. He's going to hit you with the Three Amigos. Then he's going to go for the Frog Splash. He's going to curb stomp you. He's going to pedigree. It's just like the transition after transition. So I agree with you 100% on that. I didn't think he was going to come up with that argument, but I agree with you. Like I think that's what it was. Why it was just so boring to me. It almost felt like Roman was wrestling himself. Like like sometimes you be playing a video game and you had to fight yourself, like good Ken got to fight bad Ken, or so there's so much of the same. Nobody offers anything different. And I think that's what it was with that. I wanted it to be so much better, man, because I had so much hope. I didn't think LA Knight was going to win. And then what made it even worse is that like for him just to beat him clean, that bothered me. I would have almost rather Jimmy done something outside of putting the foot on the rope and ended it that way, or Roman lose via disqualification or something. Because now why would I care to see a rematch?
Yeah, I expected more interference or more like shenanigans or something like that, to be honest.
Yeah, so I mean I'll keep it at a 2, but it just it just, to me, it wasn't. Yeah, it's not what it could have been. Just put it that way. Yeah, it's not what it could have been. So, damn, that took a screeching halt. So overall, so I say overall though, I give there was some good things, and the John Cena destruction really bumped it up for me, but it doesn't give it good. I just give it a meh. So I give it a 3.
Yeah, it would have been a 2, but the John Cena match itself made it a 3. So I give it a 3 also. Great match.
So for me, the John Cena match was not a positive thing all the way for me. So I'm going 2 all day, jobber status.
And what's number one? What's one?
One is a no sell.
Oh, so no.
Hey, Venkat, what was your match of the night?
The match of the night was probably Seth Rollins.
Yeah, that'll be the second best match.
Yeah, for match quality, that was the best. That was, to me, that was the best match of the night. I just love the John Cena match for what it did.
Yeah, I mean, because if you look at it, the 2 world title matches are the best matches. The Rey Mysterio match is okay. It wasn't what I was hoping for, but it's okay. After that point, you're going to that Cody, Damian Priest type of territory, and that's not going to get it done. John Cena match, that's a jobber type match as well. I mean, I understand the significance because of what John Cena's been doing to these wrestlers in the backstage and the politics and whatnot. So it's good to see that bastard get it. But at the end of the day, it's still just a jobber match. So, and then you end the event with one of the worst world. Again, he's making Hulk Hogan look very, very legendary.
Yeah.
As far as an in-ring performer. And don't even get him compared to the Japanese Hulk Hogan. My God. Hulk Hogan in Japan is on another level. But, I mean, Roman Reigns is a tough pill to swallow, man. So it puts more pressure on the opening guys, the guys that are on the bottom of the card going up, because they have to do such great matches just to take away the stink that's going to come at the end. It's like a person farting in the elevator and they get off and the door closed. And that's what Roman Reigns matches are, man. And you just got to stay there and die in there. It's just not good, man. So I don't know. He's claiming to be the greatest of all time and this and that, but his match qualities isn't there. I never look forward to any of his match. The only match I want to see, I just want to see The Rock in him, because I think that's not only a fresh match situation, which is great. They never really faced each other before, and the whole storyline would be great to have that. That's like it, because Roman Reigns, LA Knight was just thrown in there with Roman Reigns because it was just a fresh face for him to, because like Trevor said, he's defended it 30 times, but there's a number of, he's faced this guy 6-7 times. He's faced this guy, you know what I'm saying? So they needed a new face for him to beat. So they just threw LA Knight in there, and he beat LA Knight clean on purpose. That's to shut these damn fans up that's chanting "year" and all this other stuff. And I'm sure upper management in WWE is tired. It's just like Daniel Bryanson. Again, it's the same thing. They didn't want to put this guy as a world title holder, so they want to just give the match, have him lose and lose clean so you can shut up about him already. So it'd be interesting to see what direction they take with LA Knight. Like, is he going to go on a losing streak again? Is he going to get a different title shot? It's going to be interesting to see.
LA Knight should have been the U.S. champion.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree.
Yeah,
it should have been a title for title.
Yeah,
that moment would have been U.S.
Well, no, he should have been U.S. champion, and that was it, and not touch Roman.
Yeah. I when that match was announced, I was like, what the hell? How did we go from eating in sewers to now being in a mansion? Like, it just came out of nowhere. Like, I was just hoping for the guy to just win some matches. Now he got like a world title shot on a premium live event, and that just happened like that. So I was like, damn, I wish this would have been like, Royal Rumble or after WrestleMania time, something like that. Because he needs to build up a resume of like why he's getting a shot. And the other thing too, he won that battle royal. They never mentioned, oh, he won the battle royal, and that is what gave him this opportunity. You know, like because they said at the time, management is going to look at potential match opportunities with a champion, but it never guaranteed anything. But he won that war, that battle royal. It should matter, and that should have been the explanation of why he got this title shot. And they could have even made it an event, like he could have been live on SmackDown, and he'll announce when he decides to cash in on the battle royal win, when he would want to face someone, and he could have announced it to be at that event. So then people will be even more invested in it. But it wasn't like that. It was just, oh, Roman's going to fight him. Okay. It's just weird. They need to set him up a little bit better than that. But he lost, and he lost clean, which is embarrassing as hell. So whatever.
Well, I don't think losing clean is embarrassing. I'm just saying they can't run him back now and be like, there's no reason for him to have a rematch. Like, why would he deserve a rematch?
Well, he's out here talking about being a megastar. He's talking about how he's the best decision WWE ever made, but you haven't done anything. And your claim to fame can't be you beat The Miz a couple pay-per-views ago. You know, so again, and again, I can't get over the fact that they didn't emphasize him winning that battle royal to really up his, his status a little. Make it mean something.
Yeah, I agree. They either should have gave him the U.S. belt or gave him a couple feuds before he touched Roman. But it's all hindsight now.
Yeah, because I'm like rooting for him to win Royal Rumble, but that's not going to happen. After this performance, he's not going to get that type of stuff.
So I'm looking at MD's not on the block list now. I guess I don't know if Nene was able to get him off of there, but he's not on there.
Well, that's good. Yeah, apologize to MD. It was a mistake.
Well, fellas, that's it though. I'm going to wrap him up, man. I'm sorry, my eyes starting to itch. I knew I wasn't feeling good because my daughter was sick, and I knew passed it on to me.
No, it was Roman Reigns that did that to you.
It was Roman Reigns. So yeah. Y'all make sure before y'all log out of YouTube to go watch my unboxing video for the Winged Eagle belt. Probably this weekend I'll do a YouTube short to show you guys my championship wall, so you can see my Miami Dolphin football helmets, my Florida State helmets, things like that. Various items, footballs and stuff like that. So, I'm creating a little collection. But yeah, man, I really like this, man. It's good.
That thing looks so good around Bret Hart waist.
Yeah, and what I love is that it has the bars. The bars aren't attached to the strap. So like just how when Bret Hart used to wear it, you see it give you like that floppy thing. So I almost feel like I want to do like Survivor Series when Hogan came back and hit Andre the Giant with a belt shot. That's all I want to do to Venkat. Get the metal just blick it.
That's just the hate talking, Trevor.
But I do have the I got the metal. I got the gold tip came in today because this was only a half tip. So I'm gonna take this off. Oh damn, this screwed in too. Didn't know that. So
I was real quick, Trevor. I was watching. Remember when we were talking about China? I was watching this thing on China on YouTube. And you remember they were saying you brought up that fact about they were looking to possibly make her world champion, beating Stone Cold, and how that's ridiculous. And I said it's not ridiculous. So I was watching this profile they were doing on China, and they were talking about and out of Jim Ross's mouth that she was as big a star as any man in the company, and she was good. They should have pushed her even more. So he was just alluding to not only the popularity, but the interest in them wanting to do stuff with her. But then the Triple H affair happened with Stephanie and things changed. But that was a very real thing. They were going to do that.
So, but I'm gonna leave on this because I don't want to get in a whole another conversation about this. But Stone Cold Steve Austin refused to do the job to Brock Lesnar. But you think that he was gonna be okay with laying down for China?
Yeah. Hell
No.
yeah.
No.
So okay.
I mean,
Okay.
my goodness.
Okay.
Rightfully so too.
Oh boy.
I'm telling you, man, back then, China was a big deal.
Oh no, she was a big.
Yes, she was. Yeah, she was.
She was a
I
big
mean, you guys
deal.
be having amnesia because we're in 2023, forgetting what the time was.
She was a big deal. I'm not denying that at all. But you talking about the highest grossing wrestler of all time.
That don't mean nothing.
And
as a matter of fact, he's in the middle of doing it.
Man,
he's in the middle like that. This is like 98, 99, 2000 at the most. So Stone Cold is in the middle of doing that. He's not really there yet. So remember, he retired what, 2003? So
2002. Yeah, that ain't that wasn't gonna happen.
I don't feel like I've listened to Stone Cold out of the ring. He's not one of those guys that's like a chauvinist or a racist or a sexist or anything like that. He has an open mind to it. If he doesn't want a job to Brock Lesnar at a particular time, it's for a reason. It's for a reason. And he said that if it doesn't make sense or if it doesn't, work with something that is logical, he's not gonna do it. And that's why he took his ball and went home, because they wanted him to do some crazy ass thing that he didn't agree with.
Okay, I'm glad you brought. Okay, so you know why Jeff Jarrett was supposed to work with Austin, right? You know why Austin refused? Because Austin said, "I'm not wrestling somebody who everybody saw on TV lose to a woman." So he won't fight the guy that lost to a woman, but he'll now turn around and lose to the woman? Nah.
So that when that happened, that was earlier on. So that's what I'm saying. You have to think about the time. So as time is going by and you see her profile going up, I'm sure he would have to be like, okay, this makes business sense wise to do this. I don't know. I'm not Stone Cold. I can't fully speak for it.
Like, what business sense would that have made? What business sense would that have made besides when Stone Cold turned heel and everybody stopped watching?
So if she becomes the first female to win the men's WWF World Title against Stone Cold, especially if he was a heel, he wouldn't want to be a part of that. That would probably have a lot of heat behind it. People hating on Stone Cold, people liking China. Plus, it'll have a lot of historical context to it. There's a lot of possibilities there. This isn't just another run-of-the-mill Monday Night Raw match. It would be hopefully set up very well.
I can't believe.
I'm just saying, Vince McMahon and them pushed it for a reason. There must have been something there.
I cannot believe you're saying this.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah,
I can't. I cannot believe you're saying this. Like when you talk about people not being ready for the spotlight, and you want to put, okay,
go ahead.
China over Ric Flair.
Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. Why not? That's
insane.
How is that insane?
Hey man,
China's bigger than Ric Flair.
What?
China's bigger than Ric Flair.
You trolling now?
I think
I'm not trolling.
I think he means bigger inside.
He do this to get you riled up, Trevor. That's all.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to go. Man, we done had a fantastic show. I ain't even complaining.
That's what I'm just sitting here listening.
I'm not even gonna complain that it went over the time limit or nothing, because I thought it was really good and productive. But I am not letting him get me to go down this rabbit hole. Not at all.
I'm dead serious, man. I don't think it's a bad idea to had China during that time period go over on Austin. Why not?
Well, and with that,
who would win, Rhea Ripley or China?
Oh, that'd be a good one. I say China because China's a bigger woman. I'd say China, but China. I don't think China would beat Jade.
Yes, she would. Yes, she would.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, she would. That would be the easier match. Rhea Ripley would be the challenge.
I agree with that one. I agree with you on that one, Venkat.
No. Are you sick? I'm going.
Rhea Ripley would cause all kinds of problems. China,
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I'm gonna do like Nurbaum. I'm going to go watch Dynamite. I'm not doing it.
All right, fellas, I'm out of here.
All right, Venkat. I'm not doing it. Peace. Oh man. Well, Straight Talk Society, there you have it. Another fantastic episode of Wrestling with Reality. We did go long today because we had so many things that we had to go over. Still kept it under that 3-hour mark, which is great. So I will not prolong the time anymore. Please, as you have seen all night, scrolling down at the bottom, if you can, please help out our fantastic moderator, Tequila. She lost her son over the weekend, and anything that could help offset some of the costs will be greatly appreciated. You guys, please make sure and tune in tomorrow at 5:30. We will be back with Eddie Israel. He will be doing a presentation, and then if we do have time, we will open up the panel to have some people come on and get into some dialogue. And see, Ricardo, Venkat blocked him by accident, but I just went on the site and it's not showing that he's blocked. Yeah, it's not showing that he's blocked, but Venkat he was blocking a troll and blocked MD by accident. But I don't think he's blocked because when I went on the block list, he's not on there. So, but we will be back. We will be back tomorrow for a presentation with Brother Eddie Israel, and then this Friday, the MMA brothers will be back for UFC 295 preview show. So, with all that being said, make sure if you haven't to go check out the unboxing of this WWE Winged Eagle title that I did last night. Probably like a 20-minute video, real cool though. But with all that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Please make sure and hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and join us tomorrow for the presentation with Eddie Israel. Join us for the flagship show of the Straight Talk Society, Man Talk Monday. And join us on Tuesdays for Tape Fist Politics. With all that being said, I leave you with these words. Always seek out the truth for yourself, because if not, you'll fall victim to other people's interpretations of them. Until tomorrow night, peace.
And the bitch now the whole world can acknowledge me.
You'll get the shit. You'll be knee deep. Shit.
I'm gonna take you home.
What?